the Voice Sports Network. The kick by Brevin Smith will be picked up at the 35-yard line. Shelbyville has it across the 45, tackled at the 50. Gage Ferris, the junior. Great field position for Shelbyville to open up their first drive of the night.
And now comes the big question mark that will finally be answered. What is Shelbyville going to do on offense? Good at running the ball. They're minus their top receiver. I'm going to think they're going to focus on running the ball.
Shelbyville will start their 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Quarterback John Lux, running back Deshaun French, and the rest of the Golden Bear offense start their drive at the 50. As Lux in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to French up the middle. He's across the midfield and forward progression. They'll probably mark him close to the 45-yard line, pickup of about 5 on the play for the running back. Coming into this game, French with 73 carries, 461 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns to his name in 2014. 2nd and 5 for Shelbyville. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Again, they're playing without their top wide receiver, Mitch Oram, out with a knee injury. Lux hands it off to French to the left side. He's going to be tackled in the backfield. Myron Howard bringing him down at midfield, a loss of 5.
And that's something we saw a lot of last week against Newcastle. Myron Howard blowing up these running plays. He's so quick off the edge as far as run defense is concerned. That time he was there, just barely missed on the first time. That time wrapped him up for a huge loss.
3rd and long for Shelbyville at the 49-yard line. Man in motion from left to right. Lux stepping back, now runs with it across midfield, and Trey Cates will gather him up short of the 45-yard line, and that will bring up 4th down.
I'd expect Shelbyville's going to go for it here. I don't think that was a designed quarterback run there. I think Lux just thought he saw an opening. No, the punting unit is going to come out. But I think Lux saw an opening, had no idea Cates was right there waiting for him, and Trey Cates made a clutch tackle to bring up 4th down.
So 4th and 5, Ty Johnson has punted the ball 13 times this year for Shelbyville. This will be number 14. Back at the 45-yard line, high hanging punt. Calling a fair catch is Miller, and he'll make it right around the 16-yard line. So Yorktown will come back onto the field with their offense. Just a few moments ago, they were in the end zone with a Riley Neal 60-yard touchdown run after 4 quick passes to open up this game.
Yeah, not a very good start here early in this first quarter for Shelbyville. You give up the long touchdown run, the quick 5-play touchdown drive, and then respond with a 3-and-out on your offense. Your defense is kind of going to be – that's a good way to get your defense gassed early. So we'll see what happens here.
To the left side, and Clay Dungan will take it to about the 20-yard line. Pick up about 4 on the play. Our colleagues Andy Wright and Darian Phillips are down at Newcastle. That's where we were last week. Delta taking on the Trojans this week. And getting an update from them, Cade Jones to Mason Bechtel on the first play of the game. Delta in the end zone.
Wow.
So the Eagles are up on the Trojans early, 6-0 as well. 2nd and about 6 for Yorktown at the 20. Man in motion, that's Miller, left to right. Neal takes the snap. Quick throw out to Riley Miller. Caught, has some blockers, and has some room to run. He'll be dragged out of bounds near the 35-yard line. That'll be enough for a Yorktown first down.
And Riley Neal so far doing a great job of distributing this ball to his receiving core. You got 2 catches now for Dungan and Miller and 1 for Carson Moore. Pretty good balance in the passing game for sure.
It'll be a first down at the 34 for Yorktown. 7:35 to play here in the opening quarter. Yorktown leading 6-0. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and Stevenson in the backfield with Neal. He'll take the snap and hand it off to Jacob. Goes to the left side, cuts across the 40, the 45, still on his feet. Stevenson across the 40, still has blockers ahead of him, and finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Great blocking ahead by Duncan and Miller. A big run for Jacob Stevenson.
And Jacob Stevenson able to get around the edge. The offensive line did a great job sealing it. And again, this quick no-huddle offense is continuing to make progress for Yorktown. This defense is on its heels.
Chain game has to run to put in position at the 26. Neal, throw out, caught by Clay Duncan at the 20. He's able to hold on as he was hit quickly.
Clay Duncan on the reception.
Pickup of about 6 on the play. They'll bring up second down.
And we've seen some short dink and dunk passes. The big plays have actually come on the ground.
Neal with a big run. Stevenson with a big run. Neal looking to throw to the right side. It's caught by Moore near the 10-yard line. Taken down on the tackle was Javier Guerrero for Shelbyville.
Takes the ball down near the 10-yard line.
And if you're Shelbyville's defense, you don't know who to defend right now in the secondary, because I mentioned it a second ago, Riley Neal doing a great job evenly distributing his passes. Moore and Miller with 2 catches, Clay Duncan with 3. Jake Preston has yet to get involved in the passing game.
1st and 10 at the 11 for Yorktown. Neal the shotgun again, takes the snap, quickly runs out to his left, has blockers in front, cuts across to the 5, going to go into the end zone. Neal is there once again, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
And that time, that was a designed quarterback run by Riley Neal. He followed his blockers, was not even touched until right around the goal line, picks up a huge touchdown. Things are really going Yorktown's way early.
12-0 already here in the first quarter with 6.5 to play. But we'll wait the PAT. Brandon Applegate holds it. The kick by Duncan is up, and it splits the uprights. It is 13-0. Yorktown leading with 6.5 to play here in the first quarter. We'll be back with more action from Tiger Stadium after the break here on DCB.
SOS Carpet Cleaning is a locally owned carpet cleaning company established in 2006. They're certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration in carpet cleaning as well as emergency water restoration. They're certain you'll find their service the best that the Muncie and surrounding area has to offer. Customer service and satisfactions are qualities of business they feel are most important, and unfortunately, there's been a decline in these areas, and they're ready to prove that they still exist. Give SOS Carpet Cleaning a call for carpet cleaning or water damage needs. 765-289-0900.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
I'll tell you what, Riley Neal is the man to start this game. Already with 2 rushing touchdowns on the night, 8 now on the season. And the senior quarterback leading the Yorktown offense. They lead 13-0 here in the first quarter as Brevin Smith with another squib kick will be picked up at the 25, across the 30, and tackled at the 35 is Damon Lux, the freshman running back. And Shelbyville, after going 3 and out on their first drive, will come back out onto the field.
And Shelbyville definitely is going to need to get something going here. The last thing you want to do is fall behind early against this Yorktown offense. They're now down 2 scores. Another 3 and out here, you're in big trouble.
But there's a whole game ahead of us.
Good point.
Absolutely, Dan. Dan Jacobson, our cameraman, giving you a fan's view here from the top of the bleachers. Lux going to throw out to the right side, and dropping the pass is Damon Lux. John Lux, Damon Lux. We asked in before we went on air any relation, and Tony, the answer?
They're second cousins.
Second cousins, okay.
Apparently there's some huge Lux family tree that just is so massive it hasn't been discovered yet.
Everybody knows the Lux family in Shelbyville, Indiana. Second down after the incompletion. Quick throw out to the left side, and again dropping the pass. On the left side is Lux. 2 straight dropped passes, and just like that, it is 3rd and 10 for Shelbyville.
Another 3rd and long. Not what you want if you're Shelbyville, considering you don't have your top target. These long down situations, 3rd and long distance, Not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, you know, Shelbyville could really use some good lucks right now.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
Third and 10 from the 35-yard line. John Lux takes the snap, rolls out to his right, still looking to throw, still looking, being chased, now going to keep it himself, takes it to the 40 and slips up at the 42. It'll not be enough for a first down. It'll be about 4th and 4.
And that's going to be another 3 and out for this offense. Yorktown really dominating in this first quarter now. Just under 6 minutes to play. They have yet to give up a first down, yet to John Lux has yet to throw a completed pass. So as far as the offense is concerned, doesn't really get much worse than where we are.
So Ty Johnson to punt it once again for Shelbyville, standing on his own 30. Nice booming kick. Miller backpedaling, will take it at the 15-yard line. Going to take it to the 20, on his feet, 25-30, has blockers ahead of him, escapes a tackle, and finally brought down right around the 37-yard line. Nice return by Riley Miller.
And you mentioned that booming punt, Rob. As impressive as that was as far as the physicality, the athleticism of it, he actually outkicked his coverage, which gave Riley Miller a little bit of an opportunity to get his feet settled after making the catch, broke a couple of tackles, fell into his blockers, and made a really nice return.
5:09 to play here in the opening quarter. Yorktown's offense onto the field for the 3rd time in the quarter. Dungan in motion from left to right. Neal takes the snap, going to hand it off to Stevenson to the left side, and hops his way to about the 45-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on the play. Again, Jacob Stevenson coming in, Tony. He had the least amount of carries out of any running back for Yorktown on the season with just 104 yards, 19 carries. He's done a pretty good job here in this first quarter as Preston will get his first reception right around the 48-yard line, immediately tackled. He's really close to that first down marker.
And I think here we're going to see, unless the chains are moving, they're going to give it to him.
They'll spot at the 49, and that will move the chains for Yorktown. 4:38 to play here in the first quarter.
But you mentioned, Rob, actually Jacob Stevenson was the starting running back at the beginning of the year, which is kind of amazing that he's gotten the least amount of carries. Peyton Stipes was beat up. He was the number 1 at the beginning of the year.
Neal takes the snap, looking downfield, now chased out of the pocket. Going to throw it as he's being tackled. It will fall incomplete, short of Carson Moore on the far sidelines. And that will bring up 2nd down. Or did they?
I think he was down.
They ruled him down.
Yeah. Close call.
Wow.
One of those that if we had a play review, that probably would have been reviewed, but I agree with the officials. I think he was down.
He was like diving.
So that'll be a loss of 5. Consider it a sack for the Shelbyville defense. Now 2nd and 15 for Yorktown. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Neal, under center for the first time. Throws it out to Miller, caught, takes it across midfield, escapes a tackle, 35-30. Moving downfield, motoring all the way to the end zone. Riley Miller is in for the score.
A quick wide receiver screen set up there by Riley Miller. Neal gets it out to him quickly. He breaks the tackles, follows his blockers, and just outruns the secondary. An impressive showing here early of just the athleticism of this Yorktown team. We saw Neal with his long run. We saw Stevenson with his long run. And now Riley Miller on that huge catch picks up the touchdown.
56 yards. Dungan with the PAT. It is up, and it is good. 3:33 to play in the first. Yorktown leading 20-0. More action after the break here from Tiger Stadium on DCB.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The Tigers have won! In sectional 80-68, the Tigers knock off the number 3 ranked Bishop Lors
For over 5 years, the Voice Sports Network has brought you coverage of high school sports in Northeast and East Central Indiana.
Arias breaks a tackle, gets to the outside. Boom, big block by Travis Crow, touchdown. Arias Vasquez, wow.
Since the start in 2009, the Voice Sports Network has expanded to 6 different websites in Wells County, Adams County, Allen County, Delaware County, DeKalb County, and Blackford County, bringing you broadcast of football, volleyball, boys and girls basketball, baseball, and softball for 17 different high schools.
Backed by Gillis as a sophomore, Yorktown has it. Kastner will give it a go. Boom! Marley Kastner.
Thanks to the fans and sponsors for the continued support of the Voice Sports Network.
If I know one thing that's true, it's that I'm never leaving you. And you don't say much, yeah, that's true, but I lose it when you do.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. The kickoff return to the 30-yard line for Shelbyville. They trail Yorktown early, 20-0. Here in the first quarter, a 56-yard touchdown catch for Riley Miller. That is his 7th touchdown of the season. Tigers up by 20 with 3.5 to play in the first.
And Shelbyville needs something here. I've yet to even pick up a first down.
They'll hand it off to French. Stiff arms Trey Cates, and he'll step out of bounds near the 34-yard line.
And really something you'd like to see get going is this passing game for Shelbyville. So far we've only seen 2 passes. They've both been dropped. And you understand your top receiver's not there, but you need a little bit more production than nothing from your passing game.
Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Golden Bears. Lux from the shotgun, looking to throw to his left, now to the right, and incomplete out of the outstretched hands of Cody Curry. And it's 3rd and 6 for Shelbyville.
Another 3rd and long situation here for Shelbyville. That time that pass was just kind of inaccurate out of Lux. But again, not even a completed pass so far. You have 1 completion, I'm sorry.
1 for 4 here in this first quarter. So 3rd down once again for Shelbyville. Again, they've gone 3 and out on their first 2 drives of the game. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lux in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trey Cates, Trey Cates unable to get the tackle, and then he comes from behind and sacks him. On the second effort for Trey Cates, it's a sack at the 30-yard line, and that will bring up 4th down again.
Great effort there by Trey Cates. Somehow missed Lux. He had a wide open shot, missed him. And really, you saw him kind of step up and be like, I can't believe I missed him. Then he realized the play was still going on. That motor kept going, came from behind. Lux was lucky he didn't fumble the ball. That was a hard hit there by Cates. But again, another 3 and out for Shelbyville.
Johnson a punt from the 20. Another scorching punt will bounce at the 30, roll to the 25. Miller will let it go, and Shelbyville will down it there at the 25-yard line. Still here in the first quarter, 2:26 to play, and Yorktown's offense onto the field for the 4th time. Tony, you take a look back at last week at Newcastle. Yorktown's offense had a slow start against you got that first touchdown on the first drive, but after that they kind of stalled. A little bit different here tonight.
Yeah, and it's really an encouraging sign because Yorktown's kind of struggled all throughout the season to get a fast start. Not really what you were used to, at least opposed to last year. Tonight, though, everything is going Yorktown's way.
Yorktown will start their drive here at the 30. Neal will hand it off Stevenson, and he's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Just the 5th run of the day for Yorktown. Coach Wilhelm wasn't kidding about his intentions with the passing game.
But then again, you think about they've only run the ball 5 times, but Neal with that 61-yard touchdown run. Stevenson had that big gain on the ground. only 5 runs, but they've picked up a bunch of yards on those 5 carries. Neal looking to throw across the middle. Miller drops it as it was thrown behind him at the 33.
Dangerous throw there. Anytime you throw over the middle like that, it's important that you stay accurate with your pass. Otherwise, you see the ball, sometimes it'll get tipped by an outstretched arm of the receiver. That can lead to turnovers. Lucky that time, though, the ball just fell harmlessly to the turf or grass.
3rd and long for Yorktown at the 25-yard line. 2 in the left, 2 to the right. Neal looking to throw, going to lob it up, and it's over everybody's head. And for the first time tonight, Yorktown looking at a 4th down. It looks like they'll punt.
And we'll see. Maybe that can spark something for Shelbyville. Defense finally makes a stop. Actually, offense goes 3 and out. So maybe now Shelbyville can say, all right, we can stop this offense. We know we have the capability. Now let's score and get something going as we get a good look at the Yorktown Tiger mascot.
Good work, Dan.
Yep, look important.
4th and long. Yorktown to punt. Clay Dungan all the way back at the 10-yard line will send this. It'll bounce at the 43. Lux will let it go, and Trey Cates will down it at the 31-yard line. Nice punt by Clay Dungan. His 10th punt of the season. Shelbyville's offense back onto the field. 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. A very eventful opening quarter to start tonight's ball game. Yorktown already leading 20-0. Shelbyville has gone 3 and out on their first 3 drives of the game. Lux going to keep it himself up the middle. Takes it across the 40, still on his feet to the 45-yard line. Ball came loose. Yorktown saying they have it. We'll wait for a referee signal, though. Yorktown saying they have it. The ball popped loose as Lux fell to the ground near the 45-yard line. It'll be Shelbyville ball. They'll keep it in their first down of the night.
Comes on a good run and also an excellent second effort by John Lux, trying to force the pile forward there. Excellent job turning his feet, and even something like that. Maybe this will be the drive where we see that offense we've been talking about. Probably going to put more of an emphasis on the run, but Shelbyville's got to do something to get back into this game.
Ball at the 45-yard line after they move the chains for the first time tonight. Lux in the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. This is French, and he'll take it across midfield to about the 47-yard line. Or check that was 28. Damon Lux, the freshman, with the carry. You do have Deshaun French, their top running back. Damon Lux has gotten 14 carries. That's number 15 on the season. And he picked up about 8 on the run.
Damon Lux is actually a pretty dynamic player. He had 6 catches last week.
With a 2nd and short for Shelbyville. Lux to throw, and it's out of the reach of his intended receiver, Cody Curry. I'll bring up 3rd and short.
And we're seeing Lux now, after a couple early drops, now he's just kind of throwing some inaccurate passes. So we'll see if maybe he can just kind of settle down a little bit, understand that you're behind, but as long as you keep your cool, keep your composure in the pocket, deliver an accurate ball, that'll be how you get your offense in rhythm. That time he missed his receiver.
So here we go, Yorktown's defense with a big chance here. 3rd and short for Shelbyville at the 47-yard line. Lux in the shotgun, 2 guys in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Lux, and he took it to the 45. Looks like that's going to be enough for the first down, depending on where the referees spot the ball.
The referee on the far side of the field is standing on the other side of the first down, indicating they got it.
And, there's the signal. So Shelbyville went 3 and out on their first 3 drives. Here on their 4th drive, they've picked up 2 first downs, moving down the field as we got 25 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Fresh set of downs for John Lux in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself. Stiff arms one tackler and takes a big hit at the 40-yard line. And a late flag being thrown in the backfield. This will be our first penalty of the game. As Lux took a shot, went head on with Jawan Tate, who made the tackle, and the penalty is going to go against Yorktown.
It's going to be a personal foul against Yorktown. Looked like there was an unnecessary hit on a lineman way far away from the play, and that's going to give a big boost to this Shelbyville offense that needs a break. Now we're starting to see a good drive going here, and we'll see if they can capitalize. This is a whole new ball game.
This is a Yorktown team that has struggled in that department, Tony, this year. Penalties. They've been a very penalized team. They had 9 last week against Newcastle, 8 against Delta a couple weeks ago.
And now it looks like we're going to see a timeout.
And that's the end of the first
quarter. It's the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter.
And we are 35 minutes into the game.
20-0. Yorktown leads it after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter coming your way after the break here on DelawareCountyVoice.com.
Have you heard? Winning isn't everything. Championships are great, but there's more to sports than separating the world into winners and losers. The way we play matters too. The choice is simple. You can choose gamesmanship, or you can choose sportsmanship. Gamesmanship is another way of saying whatever it takes. You know the types. They taunt their opponents. Throw the occasional elbow for good measure. Whatever it takes to gain the upper hand. Sportsmanship relies less on underhanded tactics and more on things like strategy, skill, and smarts. It's less about stooping to trickery and more about rising to the occasion. Gamesmanship or sportsmanship? Both can lead to victory, but only one represents the true measure of a champion. Play like a champion. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Yorktown High School. First play of the second quarter. It's a catch by Damon Lux near the 15-yard line, and he took a shot on the tackle.
Good play design there, though, by Shelbyville. Little play fake, looked like another option play, and it looked like John Lux was just going to keep it. He instead throws the ball very quickly on a hitch route to Damon Lux, picks up a nice gain.
Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2 for Shelbyville. They're inside the red zone for the first time tonight, trailing Yorktown 20-0. Lux from the shotgun, looking to throw, going to throw it, and it is caught near the goal line, a few yards short. What a catch on the far sideline in the corner, and that was, I believe, Cody Curry. 86, that is Jacob Miller with reception. And he caught it at the 2-yard line.
Good effort there by Yorktown's defense, however, to keep him out of the end zone. Still, though, finally a scoring opportunity for Shelbyville. They've been looking for it all first quarter, couldn't find it. Now they get in this rhythm on this drive. Again, if they can capitalize, get in the end zone here, we might see a totally different ball game.
They're close. But let's see if they get the cigar.
First and goal. The handoff to French. Going to dive towards the pylon, and Yorktown stopped him short.
Wow.
At the 1-yard line. Trey Cates was in there. A couple other guys in there. Ryan Morrow stopped him just short of the pylon. It will be 2nd and goal.
And that's what you like to see if you're the defensive coordinator for Yorktown. Your players rallying around the ball. Don't just let one guy try and make the stop. If the team rallies, everybody gets there. There's no way he'll get in by himself.
It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Lux in the shotgun. Going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he is in for the score. Shelbyville on the board here in the second quarter.
And there you go. They get in to the end zone, now only down by 2 scores. If they can get another 3 and out and score again, well, we'll see what happens. But a good play design there, or just a simple play fake and then run up the middle. Again, Rob, you mentioned it in the pregame. Very mobile quarterback Shelbyville has, taking advantage there of his athleticism with his quick speed, darting up the middle, finding the hole and finding the end zone.
Johnson's PAT is up and good. That'll make it 20-7. John Lux, the quarterback for Shelbyville, with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Yorktown still in front, 20-7. 1 minute into the second quarter. We'll be back with more action after this on DCV.
Interact with Delaware County Voice through social media. Like us on Facebook, simply search Delaware County Voice. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Delaware Co-Voice. We'll let you know of any breaking news from the schools in the county, when our next broadcasts are, and post updates during the games. DelawareCountyVoice.com on Facebook and Twitter.
Griggs Pizzeria in the Village, located at 1600 West University. Taste the difference of their fresh dough made daily. And don't forget about the breadsticks. See the full menu online at GreeksPizzeria.com. Greeks, it's our taste. Shelbyville on the board after a John Lux 1-yard touchdown run. They'll kick off now to Yorktown as Carson Moore picks it up from the 15 and will take it all the way to the 38-yard line. Pretty good field position once again for the Yorktown Tigers as they will take their first drive of the second quarter.
And Rob, we talk about offense and defense and how they've been so good this year. Tonight, special teams are really coming up big. We've seen a number of long returns now by the Tigers, as well as that booming punt by Clay Dungan. Really looking like a complete team here tonight are the Tigers.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and 1 in the slot for Riley Neal, who's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw left side, caught by Dungan at the 44-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on the play. They'll bring up second down for YHS.
Pickup of 5 on the play. Second down and 5 for the Tigers.
Again, that hurry-up offense that Yorktown's been running all night long. Neal in the shotgun again, throw out, caught by Stevenson, and he's across midfield, has blockers in front, going to take it to the 40, and that's where he'll be wrapped up. Jacob Stevenson with the reception, and a first down for Yorktown, and a flag at the end of the play. We'll see what the flag is on. But, Tony, that's something that Coach Wilhelm also told us, that, you know, with Dawson Allen out with that injury, they start Jacob Stevenson, and the reason why they chose him over Peyton Stites is because he is another guy that can catch the ball. With Yorktown's plan tonight to throw the ball more, you see Jacob Stevenson with the reception, but it's not going to count.
Actually, I think it did count, but they called it a dead ball penalty, so just 15 yards from the end of the run. But, again, another penalty against Yorktown. They're second of the night so far, but another 15-yard personal foul penalty.
Another big penalty for Yorktown. So they have a first down at midfield. 3 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Neal takes the snap, looking to throw, has time, caught by Moore on the near sideline near the 40 with the reception, pickup of about 10 on the play, depending on where they spot the ball. They'll rule him just short, 2nd and 1.
But, Rob, to your point about the backfield, you mentioned it. Jacob Stevenson, he not only said that he was a very good receiver, he said he had the best hands of any running back they had on the team. So to see him get the start tonight, not all that surprising considering they really want to put an emphasis on the pass. 2nd and short for Neal. Quick throw out to Miller. It is caught. He has the first down and more. Across the 30, 25-20, still on his feet. Riley Miller, 2nd touchdown of the night. And again, a quick screen to Riley Miller, follows his block, sheds a tackle, and just shows off some more blazing speed. He put it into second gear and just took off, completely outran the Shelbyville secondary, and another score for Yorktown, and things continue to go the Tigers' way early in this game.
41 yards Neal to Miller. They connect once again. Yorktown in the end zone once again. Off of a quick throw out. Dungan for the PAT. The snap, the kick. It is up, and it is good. Yorktown now leading 27-7 with 9:51 left in the first half. Tigers leading on homecoming night here on DelawareCountyVoice.com.
The town of Yorktown is blessed with a little library with a big heart, offering the latest bestsellers, new release movies, books on CD, magazines along with computer classes, book clubs for adults and young adults, reading programs, story time, and much, much, much more. Take a moment to see the wonders within the walls of the Yorktown Library, 8920 Adeline Street in Yorktown, or visit online at yorktownlib.org.
Rosenthal Orthodontics, a new sponsor on DCV. They're located at 3901 North Wheeling. Rosenthal Ortho houses the area's only board-certified orthodontist, Dr. Mark Rosenthal. They use cutting-edge technology with knowledge and craftsmanship to give adults and children the healthiest, best-looking smile. Call the office today at 289-2377. Rosenthal Orthodontics, the choice of champions. And if you know of a business that is interested in sponsoring Yorktown Athletics here on DCV, we're still looking for sponsors for the rest of the volleyball and football season. If you're interested, contact us on Facebook or Twitter. As the kick return by Shelbyville. That was Gage Seaborn taking it to the 35-yard line. They actually mark him down at the 33.
He fumbled, but Shelbyville was able to fall on it quickly. So, good break there. But again, Shelbyville giving up that long touchdown puts them back into a 20-point deficit. As far as the offense is concerned, they just got to keep scoring.
They were able to put a touchdown drive together, their last drive. 9:45 to play here in the second. Lux from the shotgun, throw it out to the right side, and it's almost picked off right through the hands of the intended receiver. That was Cody Curry, and it looked like it bounced right off of Ryan Morrow.
And Morrow's going to be kicking himself for that one. You got to know. Anytime you got a deflected pass coming your way, that's a pass you need to catch, especially on defense.
Well, Tony, I don't even think he was looking at. He was defending the other receiver.
Right.
That pass went right through the hands of Curry and just kind of knocked Morrow in the hip.
It was one of those. The ball was right there.
Yeah. Everybody was around it, and nobody could come up with it.
Exactly.
So it's second down after the incompletion. The handoff to Lux. And the freshman will pick up maybe a yard or two on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long with 9.5 and counting to play here in the second quarter.
Talking about Damon Lux as a freshman, he is a big man.
Yeah.
Running around there, you call him a freshman, wow.
Well, that's the grade that he's in. He's a
freshman.
Well,
right. Yes. It just doesn't look like one.
3rd and 9 for Shelbyville. Let's see what they do. Lux is in motion from left to right. John Lux will take the snap. Looking to throw. Going to launch it downfield, and it's over everybody's head. Incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down. And it looks like for the 4th time tonight, Shelbyville will go 3 and out.
And that I'm not really sure what John Lux was looking at there, because he just overthrew everybody. Wasn't really a receiver in the area. Might have been a miscommunication somewhere. Either way, incomplete. Another 3 and out, and assuming Shelbyville punts this ball away, it'll be another opportunity for this explosive Yorktown offense.
Riley Miller set to return the kickoff at the 30. Here's the punt. They'll actually take it from the 36 to the right side. across midfield. Riley Miller across the 40, the 30, and tackled out of bounds right around the 28-yard line. You said it best, Tony. The special teams for Yorktown has been on point tonight. Riley Miller with 2 receiving touchdowns on the offensive side. On the special teams side, great punt returns.
And one of these times, he's going to break one all the way. I mean, he is just 1 or 2 blocks, 1 or 2 missed tackles away from breaking one all the way. And that, if and when that happens, that'd be a backbreaker for Shelbyville for sure.
Perfect field conditions for Yorktown's offense to start their next drive, and it looks like a timeout taken. Didn't have an official signal,
yeah.
But I believe Shelbyville took a timeout. 8:38 to play here in the first half. Yorktown leading 27-7. We talked about earlier our colleagues Andy Wright and Darian Phillips down in Newcastle. Delta in action on DelawareCountyVoice.com in the second quarter. Delta leading the Trojans 28-0. So 2 big nights for the 2 DCV teams. Yorktown and Delta getting things done in the first half.
Just kind of a little fun fact, both games were 20-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Coming up at halftime, we'll be announcing the homecoming king, queen, and court for all.
Now looks like we're coming out of this timeout. Referees are still conferencing.
Not really sure. It's as if Shelbyville took the timeout, but the referees, I think they took that timeout as well to figure some things out. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. But I think we're going to be good to go.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at the beginning of the drive for Yorktown at Shelbyville's 30-yard line.
Nail in the shotgun. Looking to throw once again, right side. It is caught by Jake Preston at the 25-yard line, his second reception of the night. Pickup of about 6 on the play.
And by my count, Yorktown has only executed 6 running plays. Everything else has been through the air.
That's crazy. Neal to throw again. He's going to lob it up for Carson Moore. Oh, my goodness. Tried to bring it down with one hand. Could not, but a late flag thrown. At the end of the play, Moore along the sidelines at the 5 could not bring it in with one hand.
The referee's hat is off. I wonder if Carson Moore stepped out of bounds before that ball was thrown. No signal yet. Yep. It's illegal touching. Carson Moore stepped out of bounds just before, or he stepped out of bounds in the middle of his route and then was the first to touch the ball. That's illegal touching. I believe that's a 5-yard penalty along with a loss of down.
Looks a little bit more than a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, maybe it's 10. I'm not sure on that one. Okay. 5-yard penalty. Still, though, I'm not sure if he voluntarily stepped out or if he was forced out.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
Either way, it's going to be 3rd and 8 for Yorktown.
It was good coverage by Javier Guerrero. But 3rd down for Yorktown now, back at the 30-yard line. Neal going to keep it himself on the run, up the middle. Sheds one tackler and dives for the 15-yard line, trying to pick up that first down. Thing is, he already had it. He just dove for fun at the 15-yard line. Really, Neal having some fun on the ground.
And Riley Neal, again, showing off that athleticism that it seems like no one talks about. Everyone talks about his arm strength, his accuracy, all that kind of stuff. But the guy can run, and he can run with authority. He shed a defender and then barreled over another one to pick up some extra yards. Picks up the first down.
1st and 10, the handoff to Stevenson as he tries to get away from defenders, and he'll be taken down near the 10.
Jacob Stevenson squeezes through a gap on the right side.
I believe, actually, looking at Riley Neal, I think he ripped the undershirt of his jersey. He's got a little hole there by his shoulder and a little flap going right. Yeah, he did. He ripped his undershirt.
Man, his mom is going to be mad.
Those things aren't cheap.
2nd and 6. Neal going to keep it himself again, up the middle. And he's across the 5-yard line. That's where he's taken down. Neal pushing the Yorktown offense closer to that end zone again. He already has 2 rushing touchdowns on the night, along with 2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns last week. Seems like that's just becoming the norm. All of a sudden, Riley Neal is becoming the focal point of this ground attack, and why not? Again, he's capable.
He'll hand it off to Stevenson on 3rd and short, trying to get to that first down marker, and that's going to get close.
It was one of those situations. They're inside the 10, but they could pick up the first down without getting a touchdown. I think they did.
Yep.
Looking at the referee on the opposite side, and they did.
First down, and that will make it 1st and goal from the 4. Yorktown already leading by 20. Looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter. 1st and goal from the 4.
And now we see Peyton Stites in the backfield. He's their power runner. He might get the ball here.
They'll hand it off to Stites, and he went right into a brick wall. A gang of Bears tackling down. Might have gotten it back to the line of scrimmage. And I think Shelbyville's defense, Tony, was ready for that, knowing Peyton Stites' role on that play.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, he didn't get much time on offense. He was a little bit banged up. But in goal line situations, short yardage situations, he was always brought in, and they gave him the ball. He's got 4 touchdowns, I believe, on the season. He might get his 5th one here, or maybe Neal could get his 3rd of the night.
2nd and goal. Neal fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it, and it's out of the hands of Carson Moore. Right through the hands of the intended receiver, and now Yorktown looking at 3rd and goal from the 4.
And that time Carson Moore was open, and we can see him. He's frustrated with himself. Might have been a catchable ball, but again, also a ball that could have been a little bit more accurate from Neal as well. There was nobody in front of Carson Moore. Could have led him a little bit more and probably would have made the catch somewhat easier either way. 3rd down.
Neal in the shotgun with Stites in the backfield with him. Neal looking to throw across the middle, and it's out of the hands of Riley Miller, and it's 4th and goal from the 4.
And it looks like Coach Wilhelm's just going to kick a field goal here. Bit of a disappointment for Yorktown. They get inside the 5-yard line and just can't punch it in. Brings up a field goal attempt. That being said, though, when you're up 27-7, it's not that much of a letdown, but you always want, from an offensive perspective, you always want to score touchdowns in the red zone. And that time, just a missed opportunity for Yorktown. If Shelbyville can finally muster up some offense and get rhythm going, other than just that 1 yard.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness, he missed it.
Clay Dungan missing the chip shot field goal. He's 0 for 2 now on the season for field goals. So Yorktown was able to get it into the red zone. They had 1st and goal from the 4 and come away with 0 points. Luckily, they still lead by 20 with 5.5 to play here until halftime.
But that can be a momentum killer. You get that long drive, you get all the way inside the 5 and can't get any points out of it. That's a momentum killer for sure. And now Shelbyville, maybe they can get a spark, get another touchdown on the board. Again, that could kind of change the dynamics of this game for sure. So
Shelbyville and They'll run it on their first play of this offensive drive. Hey, SOS Carpet Cleaning has customer service and satisfaction, and those are the qualities they feel are most important. Give them a call for your carpet cleaning or water damage needs at 289-0900. That's SOS Carpet Cleaning in Muncie, proud sponsor of Yorktown and Delta Athletics here on DCV.
Referees are conferencing with, looked like they were talking to the Yorktown defense. Was there a penalty?
I didn't see one.
There was. I didn't even see where the flag was thrown.
After the run penalty flag.
But it's going to be a face mask against Yorktown.
Wow.
Stop foul from the 23-yard line.
It'll be a spot foul. Another penalty on this Yorktown team. That's 4 now here tonight, and we're only in the first half.
Man, I thought Shelbyville was acting pretty grisly. Get it? Because they're Bears.
Dan Jacobson, everybody.
And Bears are grizzly, so typically. I'm a funny guy.
15-yard penalty advances the ball all the way to the 37.
And they're going to add 10 seconds to the clock. Actually, it was a 15-yard penalty, not a spot foul. That makes more sense. So another break for Shelbyville as Yorktown commits another personal foul penalty. Their 3rd of the night. 4th penalty overall. And let's see if Shelbyville can take advantage.
Lux will hand it off to the left side.
That goes nowhere.
And that was French with the carry, and he went backwards about 5 yards.
Good effort there by Yorktown's defense. I believe it was Juwan Tate who came through, and then Stevenson brought him down, finishing off the play. But that's what forced French to bounce outside actually, I believe it was Trey Cates. Either way, the defender broke through the line, forced French to bounce it to the outside, and then Stevenson was there to clean it up. Huge loss on the play, about 6 yards.
2nd and 15. Lux takes the snap. Trey Cates chasing him. He'll throw it out to the right side. Caught by French. He has blockers and still on his feet. Takes it all the way to about the 48-yard line.
Good-looking screen pass that time by Shelbyville. Yorktown wasn't really ready for it. They were rushing John Lux hard, not taking into account at all the fact that they weren't really blocked as the lineman slipped out, as did the running back. Lux got it out in time, and a nice pickup, picking up the first down even for Shelbyville. We'll see. Maybe they can get into a rhythm. The only other drive they've picked up a first down on was their lone touchdown drive.
Counting down to 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Lux, quick throw out to the left side. It is caught by Damon Lux, and he'll take it all the way to the 41-yard line, taken out of bounds by a couple of Yorktown Tigers. Juwan Tate, Jacob Stevenson in on the tackle, along with Peyton Stites.
Man, I cannot believe Damon Lux is a freshman.
He's been doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
And again, coming in tonight with 101 rushing yards, 175 receiving yards.
That's a great sign for this program. Someone that is that much involved in the offense as a freshman. Imagine what he'll be like in 4 years as a senior. Good sign of continuity from this program.
2nd and 1.
And referees are conferring now with Jake Preston.
What exactly are we talking about here? Referees are going to
take an official timeout.
Oh, they're going to see if this is a first down or not. It looks like they spot the ball at the 41-yard line.
I think this is going to be just a little short. We don't really have a good viewpoint of the ball. The Yorktown bench is kind of in the way, but from where the referee is, that's going to be... Nope, it is a first down.
They got it. So it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Yorktown Tigers. Getting a look at the Yorktown Marching Band, Yorktown Student Section, and they're awaiting halftime as everyone here at Tiger Stadium will find out who are the 2014 Homecoming King and Queen. We are so excited here in the press box for it to find out who is the Homecoming King and Queen for Yorktown High School.
Another year I didn't get nominated.
Oh, bad memories of high school. Back to action, John Lux looking to roll. He's going to keep it himself and cross the 35 to about the 33. Peyton Stites on the tackle. Pickup of about 7 on the play for the quarterback.
Something interesting to point out about Peyton Stites, we talked about he didn't get the start at halfback because Coach Wilhelm was talking about he really wanted to throw the ball tonight. He also isn't on the starting lineup defensively either. So I'm not really sure if maybe he just got a little injured again and they're trying to give him a little break.
Yeah, slowly work him in.
I'm not entirely sure. He's back on the field now and getting some significant playing time, but just interesting little nugget there. He's not on the starting lineup for tonight.
2nd and 3. Lux fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, looking to throw, going to launch it, and it is caught on the far sideline. That is a completion for Cody Curry. He was immediately hit by Ryan Morrow, but the completion and a fresh set of downs for Shelbyville. Or check that, Carson Moore with the tackle. I don't know what it is this year, but I've gotten Carson Moore and Ryan Morrow mixed up a lot on defense. Ryan Morrow's dad called me out earlier saying, hey, in that game against Delta, Ryan had the interception. You said it was Carson. I apologized. Both of them doing a lot of work on defense for Yorktown this year. Fresh set of downs. The handoff to Lux, and he slipped up. Or check that was French once again. He slipped up at the line of scrimmage.
Lux takes the handoff. 31 Myron Howard, the first.
And a little slow to get up there for Yorktown is Tristan New. Not sure. He may have just been adjusting his equipment, but he still looks like he's okay. Don't want to see him get hurt, though. As a guy that's a young defensive lineman, always good to see youth in the starting lineup.
So 2nd and 10 after a gain of nothing. Lux fakes the handoff, keeps himself up the middle, and he's wrapped up by Peyton Stites right around the 10-yard line with that forward progression.
This has been another very long, time-consuming drive by Shelbyville, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when it's this early in the game, not necessarily a bad thing, but come the second half, you're going to want to see this team pick up the urgency a little bit more. They're still trailing by 20 points. So you really want to see them get in the end zone here.
3rd and short for Shelbyville.
And another situation where they can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown.
At least they're playing keep away from the Tigers, though.
Yeah. Man in motion. Play clock down to 2. Lux takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Gets away from one tackle attempt. That was Jawan Tate, but Ryan Morrow and Jacob Stevenson come in and stop him.
And he's going to come up short of the first down. It'll be 4th and short again. And we have a Lux is down. John Lux is down.
That's not good.
Looks like it's a leg injury.
Yeah, he was grabbing for his ankle there. Wonder if maybe he just got rolled up in the pile, but he's in some serious pain. That is not good for the Shelbyville offense.
And there's a Ball State athletic trainer over there helping him out. Chirp, chirp.
Yeah, they're checking out his leg. Not quite sure what happened.
They're going to help John Lux up to his feet. Kevin McNamara.
And he's not putting any pressure on that ankle. That is not good at all.
That's not good at all. And so Shelbyville coming in. Their top receiver is out with a knee injury, and now their quarterback, John Lux, needs big-time assistance to get back to the sidelines, and that is a huge blow for Shelbyville's offense.
Might see Gage Ferris come in relief. He is a junior quarterback, number 7. The only other quarterback listed on the roster is Cooper Lewis, but he's a freshman. And it looks like it's going to be Gage Ferris.
Yep, number 7.
6 feet tall, 170 pounds. And Shelbyville's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to take it with them here on DCV. 1:32 left here in the second quarter, and backup quarterback going to come in for Shelbyville as John Lux heads to the sideline. We'll be back from Tiger Stadium after this on DCV.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Gage Ferris, the backup quarterback, going to hand it off, and Lux, the freshman, is in for the Shelbyville touchdown on 4th and 1.
And good to see Shelbyville get into the end zone to cap off that long drive. That's what Yorktown was trying to do on the previous drive, where they ended up missing a field goal. They had a long time-consuming drive, came away with no points. This time, Shelbyville has a long time-consuming drive, able to come away with points. And the PAT is going to be good. But now question marks are really going to be surrounding this offense, as we're not sure how severe the injury to John Lux is, but we mentioned it as he was being taken off the field. He didn't put any pressure on that ankle or on his foot, whichever it might be. So we might see Ferris in for the rest of the night.
27-14, Yorktown leading with 1:27 left here in the first half. We'll be back in a moment on DCB.
Cardinal Foot and Ankle is a proud sponsor of Yorktown Volleyball and Delaware County Voice. Dr. Todd Reed and his staff at Cardinal Foot and Ankle provide comprehensive podiatry and foot and ankle care. From sports injuries and fractures of the foot and ankle to diabetic foot complications and reconstructive surgery, Dr. Reed has been serving Muncie and East Central Indiana for nearly 20 years. Don't suffer with foot and ankle pain. See the experts at Cardinal Foot and Ankle.
Kickoff going to be taken by Carson Moore at the 10-yard line for Yorktown, across the 20, the 25, and to the 27. And Yorktown's offense back onto the field for the final minute 20 of this first half, leading by 2 scores. And the update of John Lux, we're not completely sure, but we do see the Gator out there and going to take John Lux back to the locker room. So that is not a good sign for Shelbyville's offense. Their quarterback injured. Neal going to throw it out to the left side, caught by Miller right around the 32-yard line. It will be a pickup of about 6 on the play.
And good job getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Be 2nd and 5 or so. And that fast-paced offense that we've seen from Yorktown all throughout the night, look for that to be on extra emphasis here in the final minute of the half.
Neal, throw to the left side, caught again by Miller on the far sidelines, and enough for a Yorktown first down. 1:10 to play here until halftime.
The 41. That's good enough for another Tiger.
Yorktown leading 27-14. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Neal on the shotgun. Looking to throw again, being chased from behind. He's going to have to get rid of it soon. He does. And caught on the near sideline. It's Jake Preston right around midfield. Turning something bad into something good, and a pickup of about 12.
Good job all around by Yorktown's offense there. Good job by Riley Neal avoiding the pressure and delivering an accurate pass on the run. And good job by Jake Preston staying alive on his route, staying open for his quarterback and providing an emergency target as he's under pressure.
Fresh set of downs at the 49 for the Tigers. Neal takes the snap, looking left, going to throw left. It's caught by Miller once again, right around the 42-yard line, as under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Clock winding down, final 50 seconds. And Yorktown's hurry-up offense that they've been running all night long, continuing, 2nd and 3. Neal looking to throw. Now they're going to keep it, run up the middle, taken down by a couple of Bears at the 39. And looks like Yorktown coach Wilhelm's going to take a timeout, and depending on where the refs spot the ball, I think they're going to rule him about 6 inches short.
Yeah, it looked like he was just short on that one. Just kind of a desperation call there by Riley Neal. He looked, his receivers weren't open, he felt pressure, so he just took off up the middle. Luckily, a Shelbyville defender was there and took him down just in time before he picked up the first down. But as far as time is concerned now, you've only got 35 seconds left. But I believe that was Yorktown's first time out of the half. If not, it definitely wasn't their last.
Keep in mind, Shelbyville will get the ball to start the second half.
And if Yorktown comes away with no points on this drive, and then Shelbyville opens up with a touchdown drive in the second half, it's a whole new ball game.
Absolutely. And if that does happen, you got to go back to the previous drive for Yorktown, which seems like ages ago because of that Shelbyville drive that took up a chunk of clock. Yorktown with 1st and goal on the 4 and came away with 0 points. But again, you never know in that second half with Shelbyville's quarterback in the locker room with that injury. So 3rd and inches coming out of the Yorktown timeout. Definitely got a lot to look forward to in the second half before this first half comes to a close. 35 seconds remaining. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Neal on the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Stevenson, going to lob it up. Miller has it at the 25 and steps out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. And able to get out of bounds.
That time a big defensive breakdown by Shelbyville. Riley Miller was all alone, able to make the catch and then step out of bounds for the first down. Now you have 30 seconds, and you're just outside the 20. Huge play there for Yorktown.
Neal takes the snap on first down. Looking to throw. Going to go for the end zone. Carson Moore, and it's over everybody's head. Incomplete pass will stop the clock at 24.1.
Good read that time by Riley Neal. He found Carson Moore in single coverage. Usually he'll win those jump balls, but just didn't quite give Moore an opportunity as he overthrew everybody.
So I'll bring up 2nd down for the Tigers. Ball at the 20. 24 seconds until halftime. Neal takes the snap. Being pressured. Rolling out to his right.
Oh, my gosh.
Shuffles one defender. Still moving. Going to keep it himself and step out of bounds near the 15-yard line with 15 seconds left.
Great job there by Riley Neal, showing off again his athleticism, just doing a little shake and bake move in the backfield. Ended up getting that defensive player on his back and then picked up a solid amount of yards. Still 15 seconds left.
3rd and 6. for the Tigers. 15 seconds left. Neal in the shotgun, takes the snap once more. Looking to roll out to his left, looking to throw, and throws it away as he was hit, and that will bring up 4th down for Yorktown with 9.6 seconds remaining.
And you wonder here what Coach Wilhelm's going to do.
I say go for it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Clay Duncan has been unreliable as far as field goals are concerned. You're this close, you have this surmountable lead, you might as well.
Question is, do you go for the touchdown, or do you have enough time for one play to pick up the first down and then maybe one more for the end zone?
With 9 seconds left, well, I guess if you have one more timeout, go for the first down. If not, you got to go for the end zone.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Neal on the hard count, and he drew Shelbyville offsides.
Or that.
That works too.
Excellent job.
Perfect play call.
Excellent discipline by Yorktown's offensive line, not moving an inch on the hard count. Shelbyville shooting themselves in the foot on that one, getting their first penalty of the game called against them, coming in a huge, huge point. But it's still going to be 4th down.
Yeah. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it's 4th and 1. Now do you go for the end zone?
You almost got him to jump again. Wow.
Play clock at 10. Neal on the hard count. Shelbyville didn't buy it.
Yeah, they're trying
Play
to get him
clock
to jump.
down to 3. Play clock at 1.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think Coach Wilhelm was forced to take the timeout. Play clock was down to 0, and Wilhelm takes his final timeout.
Now you got to go for the end zone. If you're going to go for it, you got to go for the end zone. I think what Yorktown was trying to do was trying to get him to jump one more time. Almost got him to do it, but Shelbyville learned their lesson and did not, and forced Yorktown to burn their final timeout.
So 9.6 seconds left here until halftime. This is kind of the atmosphere of the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. It's only halftime, and Yorktown's up 13. You're kind of playing for that second half, though, because Shelbyville does get the ball to start the third quarter.
And that's the thing. Well, we mentioned it before. If Yorktown comes away from this red zone trip again without any points, that'll be huge for Shelbyville, and then even bigger if the Bears can open up the second half with a touchdown. All depends on how this next play goes, as Yorktown will indeed go for it. 9 seconds to go. You got to go for the end zone or an out route and get your receiver out of bounds.
4th and 1. Ball at the 12. You got Miller on the far left side. Duncan in the left slot. Preston in motion from right to left. Neal takes the snap. Going to keep it himself. Run up the middle with 5.5 seconds left.
Picking up the first down stops the clock, but you got to hurry and get lined up again. I think Neal's just going to spike it here. Yorktown had one more timeout.
One more timeout. That makes that's a little better.
So Yorktown takes their final timeout for sure this time. And that makes a lot more sense, because now you pick up the first down. You've got 5 seconds to run a play and get the ball into the end zone. If Yorktown can pull this off, again, that's huge, because that will be crushing momentum-wise for the Shelbyville Bears, as the Yorktown Tigers will at least have 33 points going into halftime, potentially 34 if they make the PAT. How things have gone, that's a generally big if.
Most points scored in a game this year for Yorktown, the season opener, 47 against Indianapolis Marshall. Last week, 39 against Newcastle. They have 27 here in the first half, 20 of them coming in the first quarter if you're just joining us here on DCV. 5.5 seconds left till halftime. 1st and goal from the 9 for Yorktown. Leading by 13. Neal in the shotgun. Stevenson in the backfield. Neal will take the snap, looking to throw, going to lob it for Miller in the corner. Lobs, jumps. Did he get it? Yes, he did! brings it down for the touchdown.
What an unbelievable catch by Riley Miller. He gets into the end zone again, and it is clutch moment. I know we're only at the end of the first half, but now with zeros on the clock, getting a touchdown on the board. Huge momentum swing in favor of Yorktown, and Shelbyville now in deep trouble.
Riley Miller with another touchdown here in the first half. An amazing catch in the back corner. Dungan, the PAT. It is up. It is good. And Yorktown will head into the locker room with a 20-point lead. 34-14, your halftime score. Halftime report and homecoming activities coming up next here on DelawareCountyVoice.com.
Greek's Pizzeria in the Village, serving Muncie and Ball State for 35 years. Stop in and taste the difference of dough made fresh daily and the finest ingredients. Located in the Ball State Village at 1600 West University. Our menu is online at GreeksPizzeria.com or call us at 765-284-4900. That's 284-4900. It's our taste. Greek's Pizzeria in the Village. SOS Carpet Cleaning is a locally owned carpet cleaning company established in 2006. They're certain that you'll find their services the best that the Muncie and surrounding area has to offer. Customer service and satisfaction are qualities of business they feel are most important. Give them a call for your carpet cleaning or water damage needs. 765-289-0900. SOS Carpet Cleaning, 289-0900. Proud supporter of Delta and Yorktown football and volleyball on Delaware County Voice.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. But the games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure determination. Nothing is going to stand in the way of my becoming the best student athlete I can be.
Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure leadership. I don't just play an important role on my team. I play an important role in my community.
Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure sportsmanship. I recognize that attitude counts, and that being a good sport is the only way to play.
There are plenty of ways student athletes in Indiana demonstrate the values of high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we salute each and every one of them. The IHSAA, pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure effort.
Pure dedication, pure Indiana.
This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
SOS Carpet Cleaning is a locally owned carpet cleaning company established in 2006. They're certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration in carpet cleaning as well as emergency water restoration. They're certain you'll find their service the best that the Muncie and surrounding area has to offer. Customer service and satisfactions are qualities of business they feel are most important, and unfortunately, there's been a decline in these areas, and they're ready to prove that they still exist. Give SOS Carpet Cleaning a call for carpet cleaning or water damage needs. 765-289-0900.
Welcome to the world of Boomer compact tractors from New Holland. We know that buying a compact tractor is an exciting time and an important decision. Our goal is to answer your questions and give you the information needed to make an informed decision.
To learn more about New Highland compact tractors, visit New Highland Tri-County Incorporated on State Road 1 South in Bluffton.
Interact with Delaware County Voice through social media. Like us on Facebook, simply search Delaware County Voice. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Delaware Co-Voice. We'll let you know of any breaking news from the schools in the county, when our next broadcasts are, and post updates during the games. DelawareCountyVoice.com on Facebook and Twitter.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The Tigers have won! In sectional 80-68, the Tigers knock off the number 3 ranked Bishop Lors.
For over 5 years, the Voice Sports Network has brought you coverage of high school sports in Northeast and East Central Indiana.
Arias breaks a tackle, gets to the outside. Boom, big block by Travis Crow, touchdown. Arias Vasquez, wow.
Since the start in 2009, the Voice Sports Network has expanded to 6 different websites in Wells County, Adams County, Allen County, Delaware County, DeKalb County, and Blackford County, bringing you broadcast of football, volleyball, boys and girls basketball, baseball, and softball for 17 different high schools.
Backed by Gillis as a sophomore, Yorktown has it. Kastner will give it a go. Boom! Marley Kastner.
Thanks to the fans and sponsors for the continued support of the Voice Sports Network.
There's still a place. There's still a place where performance is enhanced by extra effort, not by performance-enhancing drugs. There's still a place where contracts are between coaches and players, and the terms are non-negotiable. There's still a place where an edge is something you gain by working harder than your opponent. There's still a place where sport is pure. That place is the high school in your community. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we believe that while competition can be fierce, it doesn't change the fact that it's only a game. The goal may be to win, but the point is to have fun. And if you want to be reminded of just how great sports can be when they're played the right way, then the place to be is at a high school sporting event in your community. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Mobile King is your AT&T authorized dealer with locations in Bluffton, Decatur, Huntington, New Haven, and Fort Wayne. And right now, you can get a smartphone for $0 down with AT&T Next, a new way to get a new device every year with no down payment, no activation fee, no upgrade fee, no finance fee. AT&T Next. Visit your local Mobile King for complete details or visit online at mymobileking.com. Requires a 12-month 0% APR installment agreement and qualifying credit. Wireless service plan required.
You don't have to sit at your desktop to listen to games on the Voice Sports Network. Take the game wherever you go. There are multiple ways to tune in. On your laptop, your tablet, or even on your smartphone. Tune into games on the Voice Sports Network at work, in your car, or even at the game. Be sure to tell your friends and family, and thanks for choosing the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome to the world of Boomer compact tractors from New Holland. We know that buying a compact tractor is an exciting time and an important decision. Our goal is to answer your questions and give you the information needed to make an informed decision.
To learn more about New Highland compact tractors, visit New Highland Tri-County Incorporated on State Road 1 South in Bluffton.
SOS Carpet Cleaning is a locally owned carpet cleaning company established in 2006. They're certain that you'll find their services the best that the Muncie and surrounding area has to offer. Customer service and satisfaction are qualities of business they feel are most important. Give them a call for your carpet cleaning or water damage needs. 765-289-0900. SOS Carpet Cleaning, 289-0900. Proud supporter of Delta and Yorktown Football and Volleyball on Delaware County Voice. Greek's Pizzeria in the Village, serving Muncie and Ball State for 35 years. Stop in and taste the difference of dough made fresh daily and the finest ingredients. Located in the Ball State Village at 1600 West University. Our menu is online at greekspizzeria.com or call us at 765-284-4900. That's 284-4900. It's our taste. Greek's Pizzeria in the Village. The town of Yorktown is blessed with a little library with a big heart, offering the latest bestsellers, new release movies, books on CD, magazines along with computer classes, book clubs for adults and young adults, reading programs, story time, and much, much, much more. Take a moment to see the wonders within the walls of the Yorktown Library, 8920 Adeline Street in Yorktown, or visit online at yorktownlib.org. Cardinal Foot and Ankle is a proud sponsor of Yorktown Volleyball and Delaware County Voice. Dr. Todd Reed and his staff at Cardinal Foot and Ankle provide comprehensive podiatry and foot and ankle care. From sports injuries and fractures of the foot and ankle to diabetic foot complications and reconstructive surgery, Dr. Reed has been serving Muncie and East Central Indiana for nearly 20 years. Don't suffer with foot and ankle pain. See the experts at Cardinal Foot and Ankle.
You began building your resume when you enrolled in the EPIC program at the University of St. Francis, a defining moment for your future. EPIC students are led by accomplished professors who believe in you and are there to guide you through a business program that provides work experience and executive mentorship. Don't just get a degree. Get experience and a resume that can only be described as
impressive.
The University of St. Francis. This is your moment. Believe.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You don't have to sit at your desktop to listen to games on the Voice Sports Network. Take the game wherever you go. There are multiple ways to tune in. On your laptop, your tablet, or even on your smartphone. Tune into games on the Voice Sports Network at work, in your car, or even at the game. Be sure to tell your friends and family, and thanks for choosing the Voice Sports Network.
Show on DCV, brought to you by Greek's Pizzeria in the Village, located at 1600 West University. Taste the difference of their fresh dough made daily, and don't forget about those delicious breadsticks. See the full menu online at greekspizzeria.com. Halftime on homecoming night, the Yorktown Tigers leading Shelbyville 34-14, capped off by an amazing catch in the corner of the end zone by Riley Miller at the end of that second quarter to put Yorktown back up by 20. And Tony, you take a look at the halftime stats for this Yorktown offense. Again, reminder, this is at halftime. Outstanding offensive performance already for these YHS Tigers.
Basically, the entire offensive production can be summed up by one word for the Yorktown Tigers: Riley. Because Riley Neal, 20 of 27, 248 yards and 3 touchdowns, along with 8 rushes for 98 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Riley Miller, 9 catches, 167 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's first half stats.
That's
it's
unbelievable.
Been incredible. Now you go to the total amount of yards. You have 395 total yards for the Yorktown offense compared to just 132 for Shelbyville, which that sounds ridiculous, but really, putting up 132 yards in the first half isn't that bad when you just compare it to you've given up almost 400 in one half. That's absolutely insane. And we mentioned John Lux for Shelbyville. He had a touchdown run. He also was 5 of 11 for 64 passing yards, 9 carries for 37 yards. But at the end of the first half, as we mentioned, he did get hurt and was taken away on a cart after he got taken to the sideline. So more than likely his day is done. But an impressive showing defensively as well by Yorktown. We mentioned Deshaun French, who was supposed to be this, kind of the go-to guy now that their top receiver is out. He has 5 carries for 1 yard.
Wow.
He also has a 17-yard reception. Cody Curry has a 16-yard reception. Jacob Miller has a 13-yard reception. Damon Lux has kind of been the offensive production for this team, as he has 2 catches for 18 yards and 6 carries for 30 yards. But really, it's been Yorktown dominating all throughout the first half. Other than the 2 long touchdown drives by Shelbyville, everything has gone Yorktown's way.
And let's talk about that final drive of that first half for the Yorktown offense. They get the ball with just over a minute left in that second quarter. Riley Neal marches it down the field with the offense. Quick throws out to Riley Miller, a couple to Carson Moore, and a couple runs himself like he has been all season long. They take it inside the red zone. They come to a 4th and short situation, and they do the hard count, which they have been Riley Neal has been using that so much this year to get that opponent defense off sides, and he has just been so good at it. Brings up a 4th and short situation for Yorktown's offense, and able to cap it off. Again, Riley to Riley, 3rd time they connected in the first half alone. Pretty much that drive sums up Yorktown altogether in their offense.
Yeah, and it was just perfect clock management by Yorktown's offense, in the sense you get that 4th and short situation, you run it up the middle with Riley Neal. I'm getting so many Rileys doing great things for Yorktown. Anyway, Riley Neal picks up the first down on a run up the middle. You call a timeout, your last timeout, with 5 seconds left on the clock, enough time for maybe 1 shot to the end zone. They decide to they get gutsy. They don't kick the field goal. They go for that touchdown, and unbelievable catch by Riley Miller. Just a simple fade route, and Riley Neal put it to really only where he could get it, and boy, did he. Falling backwards, made the catch. It was incredible.
You know who's really excited seeing this? Coach Pete Limbo.
Yeah.
The Ball State commit, Riley Neal, doing work. And you look at last year in this Yorktown team. Riley threw for over 3,000 yards. No one really knew that he was a very good mobile quarterback because you had some guy named Chandler Carroll.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, I don't know. But now that Chandler Carroll graduated, you do have Jacob Stevenson, you do have Peyton Stites, you do have Dawson Allen. You've been using all 3 of them.
But you also have Riley Neal.
You have Riley Neal. And so last year, that's when Riley Neal committed to Ball State. That's when Coach Limbo and the coaching staff said, we like this kid. He can throw the ball. Then they just get, in addition, this year, seeing how good he is on the run. It's going to be really fun for the rest of this year for Riley Neal. And then during the commercial break, we might as well add this to the notes on Riley Neal. He was also named Homecoming King this week by his peers. So congratulations to him. Homecoming Queen is Anna Allen for Yorktown. If anybody was interested in knowing that here on Homecoming night.
Riley Neal
can do everything.
He's doing high school right. Let's be real.
But again, this is just a first half performance.
Yeah, and that's the amazing thing. You've got now back-to-back games where he has multiple touchdown runs. He has 2 here tonight. He has 3. He had 3 last week, bringing his total now came in with 6 on the year. Let me do that math. That's 8. Higher level math. It's good stuff. But, yeah, that's the thing. He's not done. That's the scary part. This is only halftime, and they have put this is the number I can't get my mind around. 395 total yards in one half of football. That's absolutely spectacular. Plus 98 yards on the ground just by Riley Neal alone. I mean, if this rhythm and this pace can keep up for Yorktown, you don't even see professional teams put up this amount of yardage. This is incredible.
34-14, the halftime score here at Tiger Stadium. We were talking earlier in the broadcast, our colleagues Andy Wright and Darian Phillips on the call of Delta at Newcastle, also on DelawareCountyVoice.com tonight. At halftime down in Newcastle, Delta leading 35-0. So kind of like what we talked about earlier in this broadcast, it's a good night for DCV football teams.
Absolutely. It's good to see Delta finally getting things turned around. You suffer that tough loss in the rivalry game against Yorktown. Come back, you've got such a close game against Mount Vernon that you lose right at the end of the game, giving up a game-winning field goal. I mean, that's tough for a football team to go through. Two really heartbreaking losses. Finally, they're getting things turned around. Great to see them going out strong against Newcastle. So, but yeah, absolutely, Rob. It is a great night for DCV football teams for sure.
Other games in the HHC tonight, New Pal, undefeated on the season. They were hosting Greenfield Central. We'll try to get an update of that. And Pendleton Heights on their homecoming night, they are hosting those Mount Vernon Marauders that handed Delta that loss last week. And now we just got an update. Second half has already begun, and Delta's in the end zone once again.
Holy cow.
Eagles are leading Newcastle 42-0 in the start of the third quarter. I'm pretty sure Delta's going to come out with the win there tonight.
That'd be a shocking loss if they didn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Delta desperately needs that. Again, you look at the HHC standings coming into tonight. New Pal on top at 3-0. Yorktown and Shelbyville, along with Mount Vernon at 2-1. Delta is tied with Greenfield Central and Pendleton Heights at 1-2, and of course the Newcastle Trojans at 0-3. So for Delta, that is a must-need win for the Eagles, and it looks like they're going to get it at Newcastle here tonight. Here at Tiger Stadium, again, it's 34-14, Yorktown in front. Second half going to come your way next, right here on DelawareCountyVoice.com.
Mobile King is your AT&T authorized dealer with locations in Bluffton, Decatur, Huntington, New Haven, and Fort Wayne. And right now, you can get a smartphone for $0 down with AT&T Next, a new way to get a new device every year with no down payment, no activation fee, no upgrade fee, no finance fee. AT&T Next. Visit your local Mobile King for complete details or visit online at mymobileking.com. Requires a 12-month 0% APR installment agreement and qualifying credit. Wireless service plan required.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
There's still a place. There's still a place where performance is enhanced by extra effort, not by performance-enhancing drugs. There's still a place where contracts are between coaches and players, and the terms are non-negotiable. There's still a place where an edge is something you gain by working harder than your opponent. There's still a place where sport is pure. That place is the high school in your community. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we believe that while competition can be fierce, it doesn't change the fact that it's only a game. The goal may be to win, but the point is to have fun. And if you want to be reminded of just how great sports can be when they're played the right way, then the place to be is at a high school sporting event in your community. High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Greek's Pizzeria in the Village, serving Muncie and Ball State for 35 years. Stop in and taste the difference of dough made fresh daily and the finest ingredients. Located in the Ball State Village at 1600 West University. Our menu is online at greekspizzeria.com or call us at 765-284-4900. That's 284-4900. It's our taste. Greek's Pizzeria in the Village.
Interact with Delaware County Voice through social media. Like us on Facebook, simply search Delaware County Voice. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Delaware Co Voice. We'll let you know of any breaking news from the schools in the county, when our next broadcasts are, and post updates during the games. DelawareCountyVoice.com on Facebook and Twitter.
Robert Conant, Tony Sandlave, and Dan Jacobson back with you here on DCV as we get ready for the second half. Hey, Fall Out Boy music. I'm a fan. This is good. Oh. Dan, you like it?
I might have picked different songs, but okay.
Oh, come on.
It's their new one.
I'm sorry, I'm not a high school girl.
Oh,
wow. Ouch. Ouch. All right.
A little snippy. All right.
All right. I'm turning your mic off. There you go.
That's what you get.
Oh, we're having fun here at Tiger Stadium.
But now we can't get our weather report.
Yeah. We'll just look online.
Yeah, Dan's still trying to talk to
he's
us.
Really.
I don't think he's happy with you.
No. We're having some fun.
No, now he's done. I think he just quit.
We're having some fun. Yorktown's having some fun. They will kick off to start this second half. And, again, going back to that last touchdown at the end of the second quarter, Tony, that was what we were talking about. It was so important because Shelbyville gets the ball to start this third quarter. If Yorktown doesn't score there, Shelbyville gets the ball here to start the third quarter and score. It's a whole new ball game. Luckily, Yorktown was able to put it in the end zone.
I almost feel like I need to start a new sheet. I put so many stats from that first half alone. I have a whole other half to do.
Brevin Smith with the kick. Third quarter underway as Shelbyville's Deshaun French going to take it. Still on his feet across the 30, 40, and pushed out of bounds on the far sideline.
And that was something we actually didn't really talk about in the halftime report, special teams.
Yeah.
Yorktown put up so many offensive yardage. Special teams were phenomenal for Yorktown. Despite that missed field goal, returns were fantastic. Punts were fantastic. Well, punt, I guess, was fantastic. Yorktown's been blessed with excellent field position. Here, though, it's Shelbyville getting a good start.
They will start their drive here in the third quarter at the 41-yard line. And we're trying to see who the quarterback is for Shelbyville. Again, their starting QB, John Lux, suffered that injury in the second quarter. And he's back in.
Wow.
And he's going to throw it, and it is caught at the 45-yard line. So luckily for Shelbyville and their offense, their quarterback is back in the game to start this second half.
That really surprises me because he was not putting any pressure on his ankle when he was being helped off the field. I immediately thought the worst, but good for him to come back out and play. Good for Shelbyville that they're getting their starting quarterback back.
And able to throw a completion across the middle. So fresh set of downs at the 45. A pitch out left side. And French going to bounce his way to the near sideline, close to the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 4 or 5 on the play. That'll bring up second and 6 for the Golden Bears. Lux in the shotgun with French in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff, quick throw, and unable to make the catch is Damon Lux. Quick throw out to the left side. It almost looked like he wasn't ready for it.
Well, it was a quick pass. Looked like it was going to be just another little wide receiver screen. You got a single blocker, the outside receiver, but the pass was a little inaccurate, and you said it, Rob. Lux looked like he just really wasn't ready.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Golden Bears. Ball at the 41. Lux in the shotgun. Rolls out to his left and chased from behind. Trey Cates going to bring him down, and that will be 4th down for Shelbyville.
I am amazed. Damon Lux, really, he seems like he's moving around there, moving around the field without much of an issue. He's kind of favoring that ankle a little bit. You see him kind of stretch it out as he's walking around the huddle, but I'm not really sure, because I was thinking it looked really, really bad when he got helped off the field, but the fact that he's back in, gutsy performance here by John Lux for sure.
And Shelbyville going to go for it on 4th down. They'll hand it off to Lux up the middle, but I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did
I
either.
think Yorktown stopped him short, and referee does signal him short, about a yard short. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And that's a killer for Shelbyville. They needed to get points on the board there. Did not.
Ball turns over to Yorktown.
And now Yorktown with that incredibly explosive offense. That didn't even say it as far as what they did in the first half. They're back now on the field, leading by 20, and with a chance to make it an even larger lead.
3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Neal alone in the shotgun, takes the snap. Looks, throws, caught at the 40-yard line. And the reception by Jake Preston, the tight end, and he was wrapped up by 3 different Golden Bears. Pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play. We'll say 4.
Preston's 4th catch of the game. Been relatively the same for every other receiver Neal has thrown to except for Riley Miller.
2nd and 5. Neal backpedaling, going to lob it up. It's going to be caught by Stevenson. Has open space. Midfield, 40, 30, 25, 20, and taken out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Jacob Stevenson with the reception. Exactly what Coach Wilhelm told us before the pregame, Tony, that we're going to start him at running back just because we know he can catch the ball.
And that was an excellent-looking screen play there by Yorktown's offense. The offensive line sold it perfectly. Shelbyville's defensive line rushed Riley Neal very, very hard, and he just lobbed it over for Stevenson. Picked up a huge gain.
Pickup of almost 40 yards. And now they'll hand it off to Stevenson. Left side has some room. Across the 5. And inside the 5-yard line to about the 4-3. It'll be 1st and goal. Or did they rule him short? They ruled him just short of the 1st down marker.
Officials put the ball down near the 6-yard line.
So that'll be 2nd and short.
Yep. They're going to actually spot it at the 6.
Just shy of the 1st down.
2nd and probably an inch. That's about as close as you can get. Looking at the down marker and compared to the 1st down marker, they're pretty much right in the same location.
So 2nd and inches for Yorktown. Neal in the shotgun, Stevenson in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Stevenson once again. Might have gotten it to the line of scrimmage. We don't have the best angle here on the left side of the press box.
Oh, he lost a couple yards.
They did.
On the right side.
So it's now 3rd and about 2.
Maybe a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down. And a long one for Yorktown.
And suddenly Shelbyville's defense is kicking in.
Yeah,
and they really need to.
Absolutely.
Good point, Dan.
And my mic
we turned
on.
your mic back on. 3rd and 2. Riley Neal going to keep it himself up the middle, going to power through, still moving the line, and he is across the goal line.
Oh, my gosh.
For the touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Riley Neal just would not be denied. That was a simple power play there faking the handoff to Stevenson and then just running up the gut was Riley Neal, looking like a fullback down there, pushing the pile. Yorktown's offensive line being dominant here in this game. And Neal picked up the first down, kept his legs going, and scored the touchdown. And, Rob, we could see 60 points on the board at this rate.
Yorktown keeps piling it on here tonight. We'll await the extra point from Clay Dungan, looking to put Yorktown up 41-14.
And Clay Duggan just got a practice kick right there. Make sure he gets it down.
He has missed a field goal tonight. He's missed an extra point. Well, he didn't miss the extra point.
The snap was
bobbled.
bobbled.
Snap was bad, yeah.
So that really goes down as a failed 2-point try.
So Clay Dungan to attempt the PAT. A snap, a hold, kick, and he got it. 41-14. Yorktown adds to their lead. 8:16 to play here in the third quarter. More action after the break here on DCV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Robert Connett, Tony Sandleben, and Dan Jacobson with you here. Yorktown leading Shelbyville 41-14. Riley Neal with the 6-yard touchdown run. Just adding to his collection in the 2014 season.
And something else to mention about how dominant that first half was offensively for Yorktown. Last year, when these two teams played each other, Yorktown put up 34 points in the entire game.
And that was an offense with Chandler Carroll.
Right.
And Shelbyville will take the kick back to the 30-yard line. Something else to note, this is a special game for Coach Wilhelm. Coming in his coaching career here at Yorktown, he is 2-7 against Shelbyville. Two of those two wins coming in the last 4 years, but overall 2-7 against Shelbyville High School. And trying to pick up that third win as Yorktown's coach.
You would not believe that looking at how this game has gone tonight. That blows my mind. The way this team has performed, it seems like they know exactly what Shelbyville is going to do defensively. And, yeah, you said it, Rob. Yorktown well on their way to picking up win number 3.
Lux in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Going to be chased from behind. Myron Howard with the tackle around the 34-yard line.
Lux keeps on the right side. Wrapped down from behind.
Pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play.
And Myron Howard has been so good in run support the past couple of games. He's been quick off the line, shooting gaps, coming off the edge. And that time they're able to run down Lux, who might be a little slowed up by that ankle foot injury, whatever happened at the end of the first half, rather. Still, though, excellent work by him defensively.
2nd and 7. Lux looking to throw to the left side, and the freshman Damon Lux, referee said the ball hit the ground, incomplete. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Damon Lux is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7 for Shelbyville.
And Shelbyville looking to avoid another 3 and out. They had 4 of those in the first half.
So 3rd and 7 from the 34-yard line. Lux in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Being pressured. Being chased from behind. Lux bounces off one defender, still on the move, throws it up, and it's out of the hands of Jawan Tate who almost had the interception at the 40.
A couple missed opportunities there by Yorktown. First of all, somehow they didn't get Lux down in the backfield for a sack. He ends up throwing up just kind of a prayer, had a receiver open there. The ball went through his hands, and Tate's still just kicking himself. It bounced right off his chest. Ugh, that makes you sick.
Incomplete will bring up 4th down, and Shelbyville with another 3 and out. And Ty Johnson to punt for the 5th time today.
He's been busy tonight.
He had 13 punts coming into tonight's ball game. This would be number 18 on the year. Good thing is he's a very good punter, as this one will actually take a Yorktown bounce.
Almost hit Carson Moore.
To the 42, and that's where Shelbyville will down it.
At the 42-yard line.
So here comes Riley Neal and the Yorktown offense once again. Already leading 41-14, 7 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter, and we are already past 9:30 here in Delaware County.
And you wonder if, let's say Yorktown scores on this drive again, how much longer Riley Neal's going to play. Because it gets to a point where the game's pretty much out of reach and you're more worried about injuries.
And we saw Brogan Miller get some action in the late stages of last week's game at Newcastle. Brant Applegate has played some QB earlier this year. Neal to throw, caught by Miller, and he's going to dive for the 50-yard line. Coach Wilhelm was not kidding when he said, hey, we might throw the ball 50 times tonight.
Yeah.
It has been throw, throw, throw. And the good thing is, Riley Neal, coming off of a game last week where he was 13 of 30, below 50% on the completion side. A great first half, and he's continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we mentioned 20 for 27 in the first half. I mean, 27 passes in the first half. That's unheard of.
Peyton Stites didn't even get to the line of scrimmage. He'll be tackled by Shelbyville. It was number 57, Alonzo Couch, on the tackle. And now you're looking at 3rd and about 3.
Interesting to see what the play call will be here. You can pretty much, I mean, it's a coin toss what you do here.
Nail the shotgun. And
that's one way.
There's what you do. The hard count once again, and Shelbyville is offsides. You're looking at 25. The man that committed the penalty there for Shelbyville. That's Jarrett Paz, the junior.
That's just something that kills you as a coach. You preach it all the time in practice as a defensive lineman. Watch the football. Don't pay attention to the cadence. It'll just throw you off. That's exactly what's been going on here tonight.
So a free first down for Yorktown after the Shelbyville penalty. Neal to throw, left side. Caught at the 40-yard line. And that's Clay Dungan with the reception. Pickup of about 6 on the play.
And that route has been working all day for Yorktown. Just the quick hitch route, the quick curl route. Neal, quick delivery. The rhythm is there. The receivers are open. These defensive backs still can't seem to make an adjustment.
2nd and 4. Stites in the backfield with Neal. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. For Yorktown at the 40-yard line. Neal takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and got tripped up as he dives towards the 35, but comes up short. And that will make it 3rd down. And it looks like a Golden Bear is injured right around the 40-yard line.
Can't quite tell who that is.
That looks like 22. Oh, 72.
I was going to say 22 is an offensive player.
Yeah, 22 is Deshaun French. 72, Cameron Klaus. And he's going to hobble back to the Shelbyville sideline.
That's a big loss defensively for Shelbyville, a team already struggling to stop this Yorktown offense. Loses a key component from their defensive line. Klaus is a 6'2", 240-pound defensive tackle. That's a lot of man there to try and stop for Yorktown's offensive line. And so with him gone, That's a huge loss. He's by far their biggest defensive lineman. He's 40 pounds ahead of the next biggest starter.
So he'll head to the sideline. Yorktown looking at a 3rd and short situation.
Walk out for a QB sneak here.
Neal under center. Quick throw out to the left side. Dungan has it at the 45. Forward progression should get the first down.
Head linesman is standing in front of the first down marker. That should be just enough. Yep, there's the signal.
And Yorktown will move the chains once again. Here in the 3rd quarter, 4:37 to play. Yorktown leading 41-14.
Yorktown from the Shelbyville 35.
Fresh set of downs at the 35. Neal will hand it off to Peyton Stites, and he got stopped in the backfield.
Good outside contain that time by the Shelbyville defense. Now all of a sudden this running game, other than Riley Neal, seems to be kind of wrapped up here by Shelbyville in this 3rd quarter. But again, Yorktown came into this game deciding they were going to pass anyway, so that's not that huge of a factor, especially given the score.
Neal to throw across the middle. Dungan has it at the 15-yard line. He's going to go in for the score. Touchdown, Yorktown.
And I say that, the running game's been kind of bottled up. It was the play fake that got Dungan open anyway. The linebacker that was covering him froze a little bit on the play fake, and then at that point it was all over. And a perfectly thrown ball as well by Riley Neal to Clay Dungan. Dungan with a great catch and just outran everybody to the end zone. Again, everything is going Yorktown's way offensively here today.
37-yard touchdown for Clay Dungan, and now he'll kick the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Clay Dungan adds 7 more to the Yorktown lead. They now in front 48-14 with just under 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers cruising along here on homecoming night. More action after the break here on DelawareCountyVoice.com.
High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure determination. Nothing is going to stand in the way of my becoming the best student athlete I can be.
Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure leadership. I don't just play an important role on my team. I play an important role in my community.
Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure sportsmanship. I recognize the attitude counts, and that being a good sport is the only way to play.
There are plenty of ways student athletes in Indiana demonstrate the values of high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we salute each and every one of them. The IHSAA, pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure effort.
Pure dedication, pure Indiana.
This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Yorktown leading Shelbyville. 3:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. Brevin Smith with the kick as it will be picked up at the 25 by Shelbyville. Cross midfield, and
that's coming back.
Taking it across. It's Gage Seaborn, but a flag in the backfield.
I believe that's going to be holding on Shelbyville.
Put it at midfield. Shelbyville will start their 1st and 10.
And on a return, those are usually pretty costly penalties.
Flag on the play.
That's either a spot foul or 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Either way, that's wipes out a really nice return by Shelbyville and just puts them in an even deeper hole.
Bummer.
Trailing 48-14 here in the late stages of the 3rd quarter. And so Shelbyville, after the penalty, will start their drive at the 20-yard line. Riley Neal now with 4 passing touchdowns on the night. A 37-yard reception by Clay Dungan. And the Tigers in front by 34 points. John Lux. Quick handoff to the right side. Across the 30, 35-40. On the move is French, and he's going to be taken down right around the 15-yard line. Was able to escape a couple tackles in the first 10 yards. Able to get away from Carson Moore at the 30 and finally pushed out of bounds at the 16.
Where has that been this whole game? We mentioned French only had 1 rushing yard at the end of the first half. Finally explodes and shows that speed we were talking about in the pregame show, Rob, about why he's a decisive player and why he can be the go-to guy with the injury suffered by the Shelbyville offense. Finally, in the later portions of the third quarter, he breaks a big one.
They'll hand it off to French again up the middle this time. He's going to go nowhere. Lost the ball, but the referee said he was down first.
Yeah, forward progress had been stopped.
A big tackle by Anthony Todd, the junior. I mean, he was almost picking him up and throwing him down for the tackle.
Yeah, weight room would do that to you.
Going WWE style.
Anthony Todd, a starter both ways. He's also the starting offensive tackle as well. And as a junior, that's pretty impressive.
It's a big dude. Very strong. Also on the baseball team for Yorktown. So a pickup of nothing. Lux going to keep it himself, looking to go, and once again, Anthony Todd will rip him down.
Anthony Todd, among other Tigers, that time just Tigers rallied around him there. That play went nowhere from the start. And now every time Lux takes off and runs, I get kind of nervous just because of that injury. You can tell that explosiveness isn't really there.
3rd and long now for Shelbyville. Loss of 2 on the carry by the quarterback, John Lux.
And for Shelbyville, you want to take advantage of the huge run you just had. You really want to get into the end zone here, at least get some points off of this drive. I mean, in the later portion of this game, it may not matter, but just for a little bit of pride.
French got it to the 16-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up 4th down, though, for the Golden Bears. Nice job by the Yorktown defense here inside the red zone.
And good response to that long run by French as well. Stepping up, forcing Shelbyville backward, and bringing up a 4th and long. It looks like they're going to go for it. And, I mean, why not? You're down by a mile.
It's 4th down, Tiger fans.
So Yorktown's defense gets a chance to kind of make up for that huge run they gave up just a second ago.
4th and 11. Lux looking to throw for the end zone. It's deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, and that will bring up a turnover on downs.
Good stance that time.
Tigers will take over on offense.
By the Yorktown defense. Mentioned it a second ago, giving up that huge run and then turning the ball over on downs. Good stand, good response. Score remains 48-14.
1st and 10 for Yorktown at their own 16-yard line.
48-14. Yorktown's offense back on the field, starting at the 16-yard line. Riley Neal in the shotgun, Miller in motion from right to left. Neal will fake the handoff, and Shelbyville didn't buy it. Neal will be taken down at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of nothing, 2nd down.
Twisted down awkwardly there a little bit was Riley Neal. Picks up just about a yard. And now in the later portions of the third, we'll probably see a lot more running plays than pass.
Second down for the Tigers.
Yorktown's going to milk that game clock, that play clock for sure. Down to 9 seconds.
Miller in motion, right to left. Neal takes the snap, throws it out to Riley. Caught. And look at him turn up the speed. 40, 50, 40. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Riley Miller going to take it all the way.
I'm out of superlatives. How do you do that? Riley Miller just takes the short pass and goes.
84 yards.
Was there a penalty?
Yeah, there's a flag on the field.
Oh, no.
No.
That touchdown may come back.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to go against Yorktown.
Flag thrown right around the 35-yard line. Referee's talking to Shelbyville, and it is a holding against Yorktown. Man.
You know, if I ran 84 yards, I would be out of breath. I just have to end the game right there.
Just because you're out of breath?
Yeah. Give me a minute, guys.
So that wipes out a huge 84 yards.
That would have been Riley Neal's 5th touchdown pass of the night.
I didn't see that flag get thrown. I wonder if it was a late call.
That would have been Riley Miller's 4th.
Again, pretty good night if your name is Riley.
Yeah. Instead, Yorktown will be pushed inside their 10-yard line now. 2nd and 10, 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. Neal going to be taken down inside the 5. And that will end the third quarter.
A bit of a reversal of fortune for Yorktown. What looked like an 84-yard touchdown run now turns into 3rd and a mile.
Yorktown will face that 3rd down to start the fourth quarter after the commercial break. End of 3, Yorktown in front, 48-14. We'll be back in a moment on DCV.
You began building your resume when you enrolled in the EPIC program at the University of St. Francis. A defining moment for your future. EPIC students are led by accomplished professors who believe in you and are there to guide you through a business program that provides work experience and executive mentorship. Don't just get a degree. Get experience and a resume that can only be described as
impressive.
The University of St. Francis. This is your moment. Believe.
The town of Yorktown is blessed with a little library with a big heart, offering the latest bestsellers, new release movies, books on CD, magazines along with computer classes, book clubs for adults and young adults, reading programs, story time, and much, much, much more. Take a moment to see the wonders within the walls of the Yorktown Library, 8920 Adeline Street in Yorktown, or visit online at yorktownlib.org.
Located at 3901 North Wheeling, Rosenthal Orthodontics houses the area's only board-certified orthodontist. That's Dr. Mark Rosenthal. Give him a call at the office at 289-2377. Rosenthal Orthodontics, new sponsor on DCV, the choice of champions. We'll begin the fourth quarter. Yorktown pinned inside their own 5 after Riley Neal got sacked. They're looking at 3rd and forever.
And watch out for a blitz here. I expect Shelbyville to be very aggressive with their defensive calls.
Neal takes the snap in the end zone, going to roll out to the right side, looking to throw downfield, caught by Miller right around the 24-yard line, tackled at the 25. And he's pretty close to the first down.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it here. I don't think they're going to. Yeah, that looks like the punting unit's going to come out, but that 3rd and 35 turned into about or 3rd and 22 rather, turned into about a 4th and 3.
Not a bad pickup, not enough, but Riley Miller with another reception. He's wishing he had that touchdown.
Yeah.
That got erased from that penalty. But Clay Dungan back to punt for the Yorktown Tigers. Riley Neal still on the field, though. Interesting.
Well, I think Riley Neal is on the punting team.
He's
the gunner. It's an opportunity to run a fake as well as having Clay Duncan back to punt as well. We did that in high school at Fishers as well. We had our starting quarterback be our gunner, and it's a great way. You can run a speed option that way. Have, in this case, Neal roll out, and he can just pitch it to Clay Duncan.
Duncan will punt it. It'll bounce at the 47, take a Yorktown roll. Trey Cates will down it at the 36-yard line. 10:36 to play here in the ball game. Yorktown leading Shelbyville 48-14. An update from our other game on DelawareCountyVoice.com. Andy Wright, Darian Phillips on the call down at Newcastle. Delta is punishing the Trojans in the fourth quarter, 55-0.
Jeez.
So Delta's going to pick up their second conference win of the year.
Ouch.
Newcastle will drop to 0-4 in the HHC. Yorktown, 10.5 minutes away from picking up their third conference win of the season here against Shelbyville. Lux fakes the handoff, throw across the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Jarrett Paz, the tight end. Haven't really called his name at all tonight for Shelbyville's offense.
It's incomplete. Brings up second down and 10.
Incomplete will bring up second down.
But really the biggest reason why we haven't called the tight end's name, that the passing game in general for Shelbyville has not been much of a factor in this one, as at least in the first half you had 3 receivers with 1 catch apiece, each for around 15 or so yards.
Lux looking to throw to the left side. It is caught near the 40-yard line. That's Damon Lux. And he'll be tackled by Tristan New and company right around the 43.
Yeah, Ryan Morrow was there as well, and good awareness by him. Actually let the receiver he was covering go when he saw the ball get thrown, able to come sprinting up to the flat and then settle up to help try and make the stop.
Third down and about 4.
3rd and 4 for Shelbyville at the 43-yard line. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Lux in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw, and it is over the head of everybody. Trey Cates might have gotten a hand on it. That'll bring up 4th down for Shelbyville, and more than likely they're going to go for this.
Incomplete, brings up 4th down and 12.
Yeah, looks like the punting unit's going to come out.
Wow. In a sense, is that Shelbyville kind of waving the white flag?
I mean, at this point, it doesn't make much of a difference. You're trailing 48-14. That's too higher level math for me to do. So,
34 points.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I knew that. I was testing you. But yeah, punting here. At this point, your quarterback has been injured. He's still out there, but you don't want him, whatever the injury is, you don't want it to get worse, which is kind of why you don't take much more of a risk here.
This punt will bounce.
Wow.
All the way to the 11-yard line. So Yorktown, who tried to get out of their own 10-yard line on their last drive, they're going to be pinned right about the 10-yard line to start this next drive. Nearing the 10 o'clock hour here in Yorktown, Indiana. Thanks for making us part of your Friday night activities. Again, I'm Robert Conant. Tony Sandleben to my right here in the press box. Dan Jacobson, our cameraman, here in the top row of the home bleachers here at Tiger Stadium. On homecoming night, Yorktown 9.5 minutes away from advancing to 5-1 on the year, showing why exactly they're ranked in the top 10 in Class 3A.
It's almost my bedtime.
It's getting late. Hand off to Stevenson. He got tripped up, maybe flipped forward a couple yards.
I think somebody lost a shoe.
Looks like it, yep.
Tripped up.
Oh, no, it was Riley Neal's towel.
Ah.
Oh, Riley.
Second down and
Little rascal.
And they're just going to let this clock go. At this point now, I mean, all you got to do is just run the clock out. I'm kind of surprised Riley Neal's still in the game.
Play clock at 7. Neal will hand it off to Stevenson. He's up the middle, breaks tackles, and he is free. 40, 50, 45, lost the ball, picked up by Duncan. He's across the 20, still on his feet, still moving. Are you kidding me?
That is the most incredible thing I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
wow.
My gosh.
Wow.
If that's not a testament to how this entire game has gone.
We have video proof. We're sending this to Sports Center.
Holy cow.
This has to be on Sports Center top 10.
Oh, I wish I had replay right now.
That was unreal.
Oh, I'm so glad that we archive our footage.
Stevenson fumbled it right around the 35. Duncan scooped it up and took it the rest of the way. Wow. 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 PAT is up and good. I'm at a loss of words.
That will be one that people remember forever. A long time. Oh my gosh.
And yet everyone here is handling it very well. Like, whatever, do it every week.
I mean, trying to break that down, first of all, huge effort by Stevenson, just didn't quite have enough gas to break away, then loses the football. Could have been a big momentum swing for Shelbyville, but then Clay Duncan is there to pick it up, and he somehow kept his feet going, got away from 4, maybe 5 Shelbyville defenders, and scored. Just incredible. You can't write this stuff. That is unbelievable.
Wait, I missed that. Did the ball go into the air or did it fall to the ground?
It bounced at the 35-yard line. One bounce, Duncan scooped it up and took it.
Oh, wow.
That's the football.
That is the craziest play I have ever seen in my entire life.
That's the football god saying Yorktown should win this game. I mean, that's pretty much all that was.
55-14, 8.5 minutes to play. Tigers will kick off. It'll be picked up at the 20. 25-30, across the sidelines, and French will be pushed out of bounds around the 40.
At this point now for Shelbyville, this game just can't end fast enough. After a play like that, wow.
Officials mark the ball at the 39-yard line of Shelbyville. They'll take over their 1st and 10.
And that'll move the chains.
Shelbyville will start their next drive. I'm tweeting. I'm tweeting at Sports Center to get that play on. I'm not even kidding. That was, wow. All right. Shelbyville, I don't know how you answer that. Trailing now 55-14. They'll hand it off to French, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't even think he did it. Might have been a loss of 1.
I'm still speechless. I can't believe we just saw that.
French met by a wall of Tigers. 50. Tristan New was the first one.
Yeah, we made that, top 10 moments of the school year last year for Yorktown, or actually for Delaware County Voice in general. This is on it.
Yep.
That's high on that list.
Right side, Lux trying to get across the 40, and Yorktown pushes him backwards.
Is it even worth mentioning anymore that Clay Duncan has a scholarship for baseball to go to college?
takes the handoff. Carries on the right side. 41, Nathan Phillips, the first there. Gains to the 41-yard line.
That was insane.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Getting back to this game, if we can for a minute, I'm really actually considering the score, considering how much time is left, and that he's not all the way healthy after how this game has gone. I'm very surprised John Lux is still in the game, because at this point now you're just risking him to get hurt even more.
3rd and long, looking to throw Lux, and he has it completed across midfield, and it's Jacob Miller with a reception around the 48-yard line. That'll be enough for a Shelbyville first down.
I wrote down in my notes for the end of that previous drive for Yorktown, touchdown for the ages, instead of just touchdown.
Gains into Tiger territory.
So do you think you'll tell your grandchildren about this?
Yep.
Yep.
I remember where I was when Clay Duncan scored that touchdown.
I got Clay Duncan's dad up here in the press box, and I think he was screaming like a little girl with excitement. Handoff up the middle. I believe it's Damon Lux. We'll see who's at the bottom of that pile. It was actually French with the carry. Pickup of about 6 on the play.
A good effort by him as well. Keep his feet churning, keep pushing that pile to get as much as he could out of the run. That's what you call finishing a run from a coach's perspective. Every running backs coach will tell their guys, finish your runs. Don't just, don't just stop. Don't just go down. Keep those feet going. Get as many yards as you possibly can.
Another push the pile forward run. This one, it was Damon Lux with the carry.
28. Damon Lux on the carry. 62 bar again the first.
Clock still winding down. Under 6 minutes to play here in the ball game. Yorktown with the most points scored all season long, leading 55-14. Going to advance to 3-1 in the conference, 5-1 overall.
And they're going to measure. From a fan's perspective, that's a little annoying. But to kind of, just to talk about a little bit, touch on last year one more time. You mentioned, Rob, this is the most points they've scored all year. Last year, just how great that offense was. They exceeded 55 points 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And every time they did, it was in the 60s. One of them was in the 70s, that Pendleton Heights game.
That was a crazy game as well. And looking to see if this is a first down for Shelbyville or not. He is ruled about 4 inches short. So Shelbyville will be short. It'll be 3rd and a few inches. Well, they're going to measure it again.
I think they're just placing the ball, making sure they get it at the right spot. Yeah. So it'll be 3rd and short for Shelbyville, and I mean, at this point, you got 5 minutes to go, trailing 55-14. That's 41 points. That's I did that higher level math.
Here we go, 3rd and short. Lux in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to French. And coming in with a tackle. Oh, what a tackle. Coming in out of nowhere was Kelly Watson, the sophomore.
French on the carry.
Oh, my goodness.
Drilled by 52. Kelly Watson.
Where did he come from?
I don't know, and I don't think Shelbyville does either. That was a huge, huge tackle. Big stop on 3rd down, bringing up a 4th and short. Shelbyville's going to go for it anyway. I mean, why not? But, wow. As a sophomore, that's a great way to catch the coach's eye.
Shelbyville going for it on 4th and 1. Fake handoff. Lux throws across the middle. Caught by Jarrett. Paws around the 30 and takes it to about the 25.
Lux's pass complete to his tight end, 24, Jared Paws. Gains inside the 25-yard line for a Shelbyville first down.
And clock still moving down, 4:11 to go. A good-looking drive here for Shelbyville, but again, easily too little too late.
Lux to throw, right side, and flag's going to come in as Jacob Miller was tripped up by Ryan Morrow.
I don't agree with that call at all. That was just incidental tangling of the feet. That's going to be a pass interference call on Morrow. Miller looks
to be shaken up a bit.
Yeah, they're going to call pass interference on Morrow. I don't agree with it at all. Both players were just looking for the ball. Incidental tangling of the feet. I don't agree with that call.
Pass interference is a call against Yorktown.
But then again, Yorktown's doing a little too good tonight.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Well put, Dan. Yorktown has been on point offensively, defensively, special teams.
They're kind of like, all right, we'll give Shelbyville something.
And now still waiting for the officials to officially spot the ball.
Penalty moves the ball to the 15-yard line of Yorktown.
They'll put it at the 15.
Yeah, pass interference call. It's a spot foul, so they put the ball where the foul occurred. And it'll be 1st and 10 at just inside the 15.
Well, handed to French up the middle. Pushes forward around the 10-yard line.
French on the carry, 39. Peyton Stites the first to hit it. Gains just inside the 10-yard line.
That'll be 1st and goal for Shelbyville. 3:35 to play here in the ball game. Yorktown leading by 41 points.
And counting.
Lux in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, going to lob it up to the corner of the end zone, and it's over the head of everybody. Intended receiver was Damon Lux.
Damon Lux trying to do his best Riley Miller impression. That pass just a little too high. Hard to believe he can overthrow somebody that big. I can't believe Damon Lux is a freshman. He's huge.
Second down for Shelbyville.
Second and goal. Inside the 10-yard line for Shelbyville. 3:12 to play here in the game. Lux in the shotgun. Man in motion, that's Damon Lux. John Lux looks to throw to the end zone, and it got deflected at the last second. Intended receiver was Jacob Miller.
Lux's pass intended for 86, Jacob Miller.
And it looked like Peyton Stites was in there getting a hand on it.
Good effort there by Stites. The Shelbyville receiver had the ball for the score, and then Stites just ripped it away.
It's now 3rd and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line. Lux the shotgun once again. Takes the snap, looking to throw, being pressured. And he's going to be taken down for the sack. On the tackle, Jake Barr, the junior.
62 Jake Barr with the takedown.
A lot of backups in at this point now for Yorktown. Want to get your younger guys some experience. It's always an advantage when you get into these blowout games, win or lose. It's a good way to get your younger guys into the game to get experience for when they're eventually the starters and varsity players for when older guys like Riley Neal graduate.
It's fourth down, Tiger fans.
4th and goal at the 20 after the sack. Lux takes the snap. Pressured once again. Escapes the pressure. Throws up to the corner of the end zone and through the hands of Damon Lux. Another turnover on downs, and that should be the ball game. Yorktown will come back on the field with 2 minutes left, leading 55-14.
I think Yorktown just needs to pick up one first down. I'm assuming Shelbyville won't continue to spend timeouts.
Like, what's the point?
Exactly.
Well, I gotta say, it's a nice, brisk night out. You know, earlier it was really hot, but now it feels like football weather.
Good. Dan with the weather report, and a new quarterback, Brant Applegate, the freshman, now in at QB. Handoff left side. And on the carry for Yorktown.
Hands off to Jordan Spangler.
Spangler.
Spangler,
freshman.
Jordan Spangler came in last week as well against Newcastle.
Yeah.
He looked phenomenal. He really impressed me.
Garbage time, he picked up 60 rushing yards.
Right. I think it's actually Brogan Miller in at quarterback for Yorktown. Yeah, number 18.
Oh, that's right, Brogan Miller, my bad. So it's just like last week at Newcastle. Late stages of the fourth quarter, Brogan Miller in at QB. Jordan Spangler at running back. And they're just going to hand the ball off to him once again. Spangler, left side, the freshman, bounces off his own teammate and battles himself to the 25-yard line.
It looked like Landon Zachary, the senior wide receiver, feeling the wrath of Jordan Spangler.
The freshman means business.
Less than 60 seconds left on the clock. I don't think Shelbyville's coming back.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
agree.
think so. Yorktown's going to advance to 5-1 on the season. 3-1 in the Hoosier Heritage Conference. 3rd and about 5 for the Tigers. Play clock down to 8. Miller under center. Takes the snap. Pitches it out to Spangler, right side, and taking it close to the 30-yard line. It will be close to that first down marker. It'll all depend on where the referee spot it. Clock still winding down. It probably shouldn't even matter.
Yeah, that should do it because you've got less time on the game clock than you do the play clock.
Yep, there it is, folks. Yorktown wins on homecoming night, a big conference victory. 55-14 the final over Shelbyville. Yorktown 5-1 on the season, 3-1 in the conference, and for Coach Wilhelm, his 3rd win in 10 years against the Golden Bears.
Great all-around victory by Yorktown here on homecoming night. Fitting that they dominate in every facet of the game in front of a large student section, a large audience crowd here for homecoming night. Always an exciting atmosphere. It is a homecoming football game. We have actually Ball State's coming up here in a few weeks, so good to see Yorktown come out with a strong statement win against Shelbyville.
55-14 the final on homecoming night. Yorktown, you'll get a good look at the players, as they always do, here at home with a win. Going to celebrate with the fight song.
Riley Neal needs his crown.
Yeah, he does. Homecoming king needs his crown.
I'll be so disappointed if he sings it without his crown.
The whole team coming over. Cheerleaders and dance team will
he still has his helmet
be
on.
with him.
That's his crown.
Fair enough. Except he took that off, too. Rats.
Yorktown will celebrate with the fight song in front of their home crowd. Post-game show coming up next is Yorktown with a 41-point victory over Shelbyville. Post-game show coming up next here on DelawareCountyVoice.com.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Indiana knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
SOS Carpet Cleaning is a locally owned carpet cleaning company established in 2006. They're certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration in carpet cleaning as well as emergency water restoration. They're certain you'll find their service the best that the Muncie and surrounding area has to offer. Customer service and satisfactions are qualities of business they feel are most important, and unfortunately, there's been a decline in these areas, and they're ready to prove that they still exist. Give SOS Carpet Cleaning a call for carpet cleaning or water damage needs. 765-289-0900.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. But the games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Welcome to the world of Boomer compact tractors from New Holland. We know that buying a compact tractor is an exciting time and an important decision. Our goal is to answer your questions and give you the information needed to make an informed decision.
To learn more about New Holland compact tractors, visit New Holland Tri-County Incorporated on State Road 1 South in Bluffton.
Have you heard? Winning isn't everything. Championships are great, but there's more to sports than separating the world into winners and losers. The way we play matters too. The choice is simple. You can choose gamesmanship, or you can choose sportsmanship. Gamesmanship is another way of saying whatever it takes. You know the types. They taunt their opponents. Throw the occasional elbow for good measure. Whatever it takes to gain the upper hand. Sportsmanship relies less on underhanded tactics and more on things like strategy, skill, and smarts. It's less about stooping to trickery and more about rising to the occasion. Gamesmanship or sportsmanship? Both can lead to victory, but only one represents the true measure of a champion. Play like a champion. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
SOS Carpet Cleaning is a locally owned carpet cleaning company established in 2006. They're certain that you'll find their services the best that the Muncie and surrounding area has to offer. Customer service and satisfaction are qualities of business they feel are most important. Give them a call for your carpet cleaning or water damage needs. 765-289-0900. SOS Carpet Cleaning, 289-0900. Proud supporter of Delta and Yorktown football and volleyball on Delaware County Voice. Cardinal Foot and Ankle is a proud sponsor of Yorktown Volleyball and Delaware County Voice. Dr. Todd Reed and his staff at Cardinal Foot and Ankle provide comprehensive podiatry and foot and ankle care. From sports injuries and fractures of the foot and ankle to diabetic foot complications and reconstructive surgery, Dr. Reed has been serving Muncie and East Central Indiana for nearly 20 years. Don't suffer with foot and ankle pain. See the experts at Cardinal Foot and Ankle. Mobile King is your AT&T authorized dealer with locations in Bluffton, Decatur, Huntington, New Haven, and Fort Wayne. And right now, you can get a smartphone for $0 down with AT&T Next, a new way to get a new device every year with no down payment, no activation fee, no upgrade fee, no finance fee. AT&T Next. Visit your local Mobile King for complete details or visit online at mymobileking.com. Requires a 12-month 0% APR installment agreement and qualifying credit. Wireless service plan required.
In Fort Wayne, two sisters make a historic splash when they swim their way to a pair of individual state titles.
In Evansville, a boys and girls soccer team become state champions in the same year for the same school, claiming their place in Indiana history.
In Bloomington, 12 young men combine their talents, check their egos, and net a basketball state title.
High school sports have provided us with as many inspirational stories as there are towns in Indiana.
In Valparaiso, a gymnastics team scores a perfect season, winning a record 7th state championship for their school in the process.
A football team south of Indianapolis refuses to lose, comes from behind, and runs away with an improbable state title.
What will the story be in your community? High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message made possible by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in this community.
The town of Yorktown is blessed with a little library with a big heart, offering the latest bestsellers, new release movies, books on CD, magazines along with computer classes, book clubs for adults and young adults, reading programs, story time, and much, much, much more. Take a moment to see the wonders within the walls of the Yorktown Library, 8920 Adeline Street in Yorktown, or visit online at yorktownlib.org. Greek's Pizzeria in the Village, serving Muncie and Ball State for 35 years. Stop in and taste the difference of dough made fresh daily and the finest ingredients. Located in the Ball State Village at 1600 West University. Our menu is online at greekspizzeria.com or call us at 765-284-4900. That's 284-4900. It's our taste. Greek's Pizzeria in the Village.
You began building your resume when you enrolled in the EPIC program at the University of St. Francis. A defining moment for your future. EPIC students are led by accomplished professors who believe in you and are there to guide you through a business program that provides work experience and executive mentorship. Don't just get a degree. Get experience and a resume that can only be described as
impressive.
The University of St. Francis. This is your moment. Believe.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in Indiana is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The Tigers have won! In sectional 80-68, the Tigers knock off the number 3 ranked Bishop Lors.
For over 5 years, the Voice Sports Network has brought you coverage of high school sports in Northeast and East Central Indiana.
Arias breaks a tackle, gets to the outside.
Boom, big block by Travis Crow, touchdown. Arias Vasquez, wow.
Since the start in 2009, the Voice Sports Network has expanded to 6 different websites in Wells County, Adams County, Allen County, Delaware County, DeKalb County, and Blackford County, bringing you broadcast of football, volleyball, boys and girls basketball, baseball, and softball for 17 different high schools.
Back by Gillis as a sophomore, and Yorktown has it. Kastner will give it a go. Boom! Marley Kastner.
Thanks to the fans and sponsors for the continued support of the Voice Sports Network. Interact with Delaware County Voice through social media. Like us on Facebook, simply search Delaware County Voice. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Delaware Co Voice. We'll let you know of any breaking news from the schools in the county, when our next broadcasts are, and post updates during the games. DelawareCountyVoice.com on Facebook and Twitter. You don't have to sit at your desktop to listen to games on the Voice Sports Network. Take the game wherever you go. There are multiple ways to tune in, on your laptop, your tablet, or even on your smartphone. Tune into games on the Voice Sports Network at work, in your car, or even at the game. Be sure to tell your friends and family, and thanks for choosing the Voice Sports Network.
Post-game show on DCV, brought to you by Greek's Pizzeria, located in the Ball State Village at 1600 West University. Taste the difference of their fresh dough made daily. Don't forget about the breadsticks. See the full menu online at GreeksPizzeria.com. The Yorktown Tigers victorious on homecoming night. A big conference win over Shelbyville, 55-14. Your final score. Riley Neal, Riley Miller, and the Yorktown offense with a night to remember, as we will have a quick post-game show here on DCV as things wrapping up, and we got the final tally of stats. Tony, let's run down these Yorktown offensive stats because they're big.
They're huge. Riley Neal finished 27 of 34 with 371 yards and 4 touchdowns. Also had 12 carries, 104 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Add on Jacob Stevenson had 9 carries for 117 yards. Riley Miller had a huge night with 11 catches for 196 yards and 3 touchdowns, and that doesn't even include that 84-yard touchdown reception he had that was called back. Clay Dungan had a 7-reception game for 69 yards and a touchdown. It goes down in the stats, that crazy play, as a 35-yard rushing touchdown, but there are different ways I've seen that be tallied. It's really, really confusing, but that was just a play for the ages. Stevenson with that huge, right around 50-yard run, got tackled, fumbled the ball, recovered by Dungan, who took off even further, got wrapped up by a bunch of Golden Bears, somehow broke free and scored. At that point, I think there was still about 5, maybe 4 minutes left to play, but the game was far over at that point. Huge, huge score. And on the defensive side, Yorktown dominated, only giving up 258 yards. John Lux only had 9 completions for 24 attempts.
Wow. For
108 yards, no touchdowns. French actually ended up having a decent game. He had 12 carries for 80 yards, but a lot of them came on just 1 carry. And when you come into the game averaging 92, still pretty below average, not terrible, but
you got to keep in mind, at halftime he had 1 yard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he had a pretty strong second half, but again, a lot of that came on just 1 run on a breakaway. Going through, again, nothing. Lux only had 39 yards in a score. John Lux had 31 yards in a score. So, excellent effort all around by Yorktown, and that doesn't even include the return game.
Yeah. All in all, this was a near perfect game for the offense, defense, and special teams for Yorktown. But again, 630 offensive yards here tonight for Yorktown. That's going to go into the books as just one of the best in the last few years, that's for sure. We're going to quickly wrap things up because we're one of the last ones here in the press box, and Athletic Director Kyle Hall is cleaning things up, so we don't want to take too much longer. But we will recap this one like we did. We just did that. Yorktown now 3-1 in the Hoosier Heritage Conference, 5-1 overall. Shelbyville drops to 2-2 in the HHC. They are now at 500 overall as well at 3-3. For Yorktown, again, Coach Wilhelm, this is just his third victory as Yorktown's head coach against Shelbyville. He's now 3-7 in his career against the Golden Bears. Yorktown will go onto the road for the next 2 weeks. They are at Greenfield Central next week at 7:30 p.m., and then they will be at Pendleton Heights October 10th. They finish out the regular season at home against Mount Vernon Fortville.
That'll be a fun game.
Will be a fun game to finish the regular season. For Shelbyville in their next game, it gets even worse. At least they're at home, but they get New Pal coming up next, and we all know how tough the Dragons are, not just this year, but they have been for a very long time. Coming into tonight's play, they have won 9 conference games in a row. Last conference loss was a couple years ago to these Yorktown Tigers, but New Pal, they're just steamrolling here in 2014. So Shelbyville has New Pal at home next week. Then they're at Mount Vernon Fortville. Man,
they don't get a break.
3 tough games right in a row with Yorktown, New Pal, and Mount Vernon. Then they finish out their regular season at home as well against Pendleton Heights. But here on homecoming night, where Riley Neal was named homecoming king, he throws for 4 touchdowns. He rushes for 3 more. All in all, Riley Neal is doing work in 2014. And Yorktown with a big win over Shelbyville, 55-14. Thanks for tuning in here tonight on DCV. Our coverage of Yorktown volleyball and football continues next week here on the home of Yorktown Tigers, DelawareCountyVoice.com. For Dan Jacobson, Tony Sandleben, I'm Robert Connett. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night.